Welcome to the campaign during the campaign. This is another D&D actual play. I'm Cameron Holt. Welcome to Arcanarama. I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I told you we were coming for all of them, and we're coming for all of them.
What was that one?
That's another intro.
That's a NADPod.
Yeah.
The campaign after the campaign. This is not another D&D podcast. Great show. I've been listening to it lately. I'm joined, as always, by the Dungeon Delving Arcana crew. Roll for initiative, Arcana crew.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna use the new one.
We'll get this out of the way up top. Don't worry, there will be a separate vibe check. Down the lane.
Oh, good. Bad.
Nice. What you got?
9.
9 for Olma.
Bad.
31.
Ooh!
Jesus.
There's no. I don't think you've rolled under a 30. I don't think it's possible. 14.
14 for Silas. Not bad, not bad. Hell yeah. Now that we've got that out of the way, we've got some announcements to get through before we get to tonight's combat.
Can we put the music down a little?
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. I'm going to throw it over to Taylor to tell you a little bit about our sponsors. Taylor, take it away.
Hi, how's it going? It's me, Taylor. You don't have to answer. You just sit there silently watching. First sponsor this evening is the Gilded Rogue. They're a great partner of ours. They like to sell shirts and goods and all the things you need to maintain the idea that you are a fan of D&D and that you will wear it on your body and put it on things in your house. So support the Gilded Rogue as they have supported us. And everything you buy from there supports the planet by planting a tree. So
Buy a forest of merch.
by going to thegildedrogue.com. Our things are hosted there as well. Our next sponsor is More Fun Comics and Games here in Denton, Texas. Our trusted comic book shop and nerd shop in general.
I trust them with my life. I got a couple of things for tonight's combat from there.
He got a couple of things for tonight's combat.
With
from
your
there.
life, huh?
Tonight, you could win The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It's a mini set of pre-painted things like a Jabberwock or Gullop, the 19th.
Or maybe a Fomorian.
Yeah. Right? That one's from this one?
Do we
I think so.
just like combine
I don't think-
brains?
They don't seem like a snowbound creature. They're wearing such little clothing.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes
But you can win
your
some
tits
stuff.
keep you warm.
And this
You
box
could
is well
win a...
packed.
What's this guy?
So,
I always forget his name.
Congrats to the ones who wins.
You could win a chucklehead.
The one who wins is.
You have to be a follower to win our wonderful prizes this evening, and you cannot live in Quebec as they don't like fun, or maybe they do. We'll never know.
Fun. Earned fun.
Also, if you're watching on YouTube and you just want to like pop in during a Twitch live stream, you know, maybe for giveaways, maybe just to say hey, we encourage that. Also, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
This is the chillest intro we've ever done.
Yeah, doesn't that feel good?
It does feel nice.
It came in hot and then just kind of cooled it off, you know? It's like waiting for tea to get good. Our last sponsor is you. Thank you again for your response to our Patreon last week. It was incredible. It still feels weird, but thank you so much. It has made shipping something that is no longer a strong headache that rolls in once a month. It's made it a lot easier, and it will make a lot of other things easier. Thank you again. We're not framed in any way, but I am changing my shoes right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm not. It was like a Mr. Rogers joke. But thank you again for joining us for the sponsor segment. Cameron,
Thanks, Taylor.
don't kill us.
We have some new songs on Spotify and Apple Music and other places, I think. I'm pretty sure. You can find it by searching Restore Balance, Arcanarama soundtrack, or searching for the artist, me, Cameron Holt, CameronHolt. For now, that'll change soon. I forgot about that. I'm hyphenating. So, if you like the music that you're hearing right now, or that you hear during our mid-roll and pre-roll and post-roll, then you can use it in your own games and pay pretty much for whatever you want. Because I don't pay for Content ID on that shit. So.
The link is in our About section too.
Oh,
To
nice.
Spotify, yeah.
Hell yeah. Patreon. We have a Patreon. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but some of the things that you can get access to over there if you support us is getting your name on our stream, getting early access to the Guardians of the Phoenix podcast, access to private session zeros that you can't find anywhere else, and new for the $5 and up tier, which I actually haven't even updated over there yet, but will soon. Our new post-game chat show, The Chaos Hour.
Chaos hours.
Where we talk about what happened in the latest session, moments we loved, moments we didn't love, and give little peeks behind the screen at some of the baddies, stat blocks, and homebrew business that we use during the sessions. I'm looking forward to it. We're doing our first one. They're not like live streamed. They'll be, I believe Robbie's actually going to edit them together.
What?
Potentially.
Oh yeah, put Robbie's in the chat. We got fucking lav mics on right now.
Yeah, we can all do this.
He
Can't
cued
even
us.
see them.
No microphone right here.
There's a GIF for you.
Yeah. Clip it. Just us silently swinging for like 2 minutes.
We should have kept going for 2 minutes.
But to keep things fresh in our minds, basically we're going to end the stream tonight and then hit record and talk about the session, thoughts and feelings and things of that nature. And that recording will go up on Patreon for the $5 and up tiers. So look forward to that. Follow us on social media if you haven't already, just because it makes us look good, honestly. And it gets more eyes on us if we have more people following us. So if you have a TikTok, if you have an Instagram or a Twitter or whatever it is that you use, we're on most of the things. You can find us either at Arcanarama or at Arcanarama Show.
Linktree in the About section.
Yeah, there's links to all
share
those
that,
things. Yeah, and you can follow us there, and it helps get more eyes on the show so that we can do more cool shit for you. And so I can do cool shit for these guys.
We love cool shit.
We love cool shit.
I like it warm.
Cool shit. Now it's time for a vibe check.
Oh, vibe check. It's the subject.
How can they vibe check in the chat?
You can type exclamation vibe check in the chat to roll your own dice, and I'll read about how you did in a second. I got a 15.
Super.
I also got a 15.
Dice.
Ah,
Super. Call. 12.
Nice, nice.
16.
16.
16.
Oh man, I should have done a Sean Connery for this whole campaign.
Fuck.
I think
Next
you would have
one.
gotten tired.
Yeah, there's always next campaign.
Silas Wilford.
Silas Wilford.
No.
Silas Wilford Bramble.
Ah, see, the downside was you didn't know your name when we started this campaign,
Right.
so how
Yeah.
could you have known?
I'm just a guy.
A nameless man. A nameless man. I'm doing like Indiana Jones 3
Yeah.
only.
Yeah, specific. All right, with all of that out of the way, it's time to face off with the Pontifex in the Crypts of Chilrun in tonight's episode of our
Arcanarama. Stay tuned.
Previously on Arcanarama, the Mistwalkers shopped around Suntakor while waiting for their final ally to arrive. Once they met up with Pete, the party set out for Chilrun. Along the road, a freezing blizzard kicked up, nearly exhausting the weary heroes in their travels. They powered through the storm and arrived at the frozen outskirts of the beacon of warmth in the north that is Chilrun. However, the gates to the city were locked. Travelers, merchants, and nobles alike pounded at the doors of the city with wintry weather beating down upon them, frozen bodies of those who couldn't resist the elements at their feet. With the help of Pete's hut, the Mistwalkers quickly sprang into action and created shelter for the stranded civilians, and began planning their infiltration of the city. I set out for the southern narrow gate to search for more survivors, as Silas made quick work of scaling the frozen battlements. Alma and Pete flew themselves up and over the icy wall as Cholula tried and failed to climb it. As Silas traveled down into the city, he, Alma, and Pete hefted open the city gates to make way for Cholula. Through the gates, the Mistwalkers spied a group of 17 ice giants that began a raid on the city. They tossed boulders at the walls and waged war with Chilrun's defenders. Our heroes took advantage of the confusion and began evacuating citizens into the city's sewer system. Pete took charge of this effort and insisted that the Mistwalkers continue to the Cathedral of the Fairfather to defeat the Pontifex and cut off the head of the snake. The party obliged, made quick work of the knights standing guard outside the cathedral, and made their way into the crypts. Waiting for them there was Deacon Perrine Dupont and the bloated, twisted form of the High Pontifex, Thalia Yaeldrin. What curse or fey deal has twisted the form of the Pontifex? Does any of her former self remain? Will our heroes be able to draw out any goodness left within her before it's too late? Find out in the next episode of Arcanarama.
Welcome back. We begin with combat.
Good.
She.
We love it.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Everything's in order. Yeah.
Ladybug.
Nice. Look at us.
There you are.
Oh, come on.
We're just a little guy.
Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
This
For
is
more
an
fun comics and games.
Yay!
Yay! As you all step down into the crypts, you heard some words from the Pontifex Thalia Yaeldrin as her bloated and distorted form stretched up, taking up this huge portion of the chamber, looking in your direction. Next to her, kind of scooted behind her with a single palm, was Perrine Dupont. And just a reminder for you guys, Thalia Yaeldrin, she does not look exactly like this. This is a stand-in. Her head is the only thing that has like remained its normal size, but her ears have elongated and split at the tips. She has these kind of like long, several pointed antlers that stretch out and twist and mangle out from her head, and kind of like from the shoulders as well, which there's this large hunch and just like wet black hair, and you see bits of what look like steel or iron that are protruding from parts of her skin. As she stands tall, up first in the initiative order, not getting a surprise round unfortunately because you guys were pretty rowdy outside the door, is Cholula.
Okay. Right. Well, let's.
We'll just kill it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's kill
first
it.
up on your turn, we'll talk a little bit about why during the Chaos Hours, but you guys did bring 2 companions with you to Chill Run.
That's right. Yeah.
There is a chance that they will arrive to aid you in this combat. So, Cholula, I need you to go ahead and roll in our friend here.
Ooh. Inside of our friend.
Turn the ruddy lights on.
Sorry, right as Robbie was getting up to meander.
I think he was going to
So,
make some tea.
I will tell you, if you roll between a 14 and a 19, or sorry, a 15 and a 19, I believe, Genevieve will arrive.
Okay.
If you roll a 19, Pete will arrive. If you roll a natural 20, both of them will arrive on their turns in the initiative order.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your roll.
16.
16.
Hey!
So,
Oh shit.
Genevieve, who we have not been fully aware of what her whereabouts are up until now, is that's my wife. Is
Sorry.
those are your wives.
These two.
So Genevieve is on her way, and actually will arrive next in the initiative order. So Cholula, you hear, not knowing who it is, but you do hear a door kick open behind you, and it is your turn.
Okay. As soon as I see the Pontifex like scooch the dude and stand up and posture.
Yeah, fully like stretching up to this horrendous like 15-foot tall stature, like basically as tall as the giants who are attacking outside, but with this tiny little like elven head.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and very quickly grab my bow and like as I'm pulling the arrow out, boosh, and fucking
Hell yeah.
loose an arrow.
Fuck yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. So
Because the
now-
many here looks like Razor from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Secret of the Ooze. The ones that eat the donuts.
Yeah, it had
Babies!
it had like major rampage vibes because I did a base coat of blue on the face and hands, and then that with the brown fur was like, this is too much of a cartoon.
16.
16 does not hit. Rather, 16 kind of like it hits the target, but doesn't seem to pierce the thick hide that has grown. And you can see there's like fur coming out over these like hooved feet and kind of like trailing at the tops of the shoulders and down the forearms.
Okay.
It's like this weird, almost bull-like primate feel to this once elven woman.
Okay. And
Tell me now.
let's see. Is the action word for the flame tongue bow a bonus action?
No.
Okay. How
Worst
far
part about-
away am I from this?
Currently, let's see.
Worst part about going first, huh?
70?
I think so. Yeah, right at about 70 feet.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run over to this corner if I can, into the
This
little
one?
alcove. Yeah.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, can I get into the one that was closer to us?
This one?
I guess I have 40 feet of movement right now.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 would get you like 3/4 cover.
Okay, and then can I bonus action to hide?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Stealth. 27.
Oh, yeah, not bad.
Damn.
Cholula disappears over in that direction. They know like the general direction that you're in, but we'll say that like as you were on your way over, you kind of like ducked down because there are these tall, like probably like 4 foot high sarcophagi filling the space. This is a crypt, and so yeah, like kind of ducking down between those and maneuvering yourself. You could have changed direction and they wouldn't know potentially.
Tight.
That ends Cholula's turn.
Yeah.
Next up in the initiative order, rushing down the stairs, is Genevieve. Oh god! She kills Alma.
This is always how it was gonna go down.
10, 15, 20, 30 gets her to there. As she kind of looks over and is like, "Are you guys all right?" Oh fuck!
Language.
Sees this massive, horrendous figure across the way, and let's see. She's used her full movement. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and make her multi-attack, pull out a light crossbow and fire twice. Silvered arrows at the Pontifex. Pontifex.
Pontifex.
Pontifex with an E. Yeah.
Pontifex.
First one,
Pontifex.
Pontifex.
15 misses. The next one is a 16, also misses.
Things are going well.
Both just kind of clatter around the space, and she doesn't have a bonus action that she can use right now. So that's going to bring us to the next person in the initiative order, the Deacon, Perrine Dupont.
Oh, good.
DuPont.
I was hoping they would go soon.
Like of stock car fame, DuPont.
No.
I don't know, that's just a question.
He goes out of sight
Oh, fuck ass.
One of those.
and uses his action to disappear somehow. And he doesn't like vanish magically. He uses his action to hide.
Oh, I see.
So he uses his action to hide. Bonus action. You all hear this kind of like scratching of like nails on stone as several of the crypts kick open.
I had been hoping the reason that these had magnets was for us. I was hoping like it was something that was good for us.
And several
Like, ooh,
skeletal-
there's snacks in them.
skeletal
Like an
figures.
advent calendar.
Yeah.
Place
If you get
these.
past this crypt, you get a piece of popcorn.
One piece.
I mean, look at the size of the box.
Yeah.
It's not economy at this point.
Tiny chocolate could go in there.
Skelly,
Small
chocolate.
small chocolate.
Skelly here.
Like, you know, those in the 2000s, we had those little Listerine strips. Those, but chocolate.
Sheet of chocolate.
Am I missing one?
A skeleton?
This one.
Oh, bad.
Well,
Bad.
I'd say he would have had to pop out here. Might fit. And the skeletons go immediately following Perrine's turn. So that's going to bring us to the skeletons.
Bad.
Chalu, the one right next to you, is going to swing at you with a short sword.
Does
It's
it
like-
know that she's there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say you were probably like hiding between those two crypts, and that one just like kicks open. Actually, no, let's be fair. I'll make a perception check. I fucking shit you not, that's a natural 20.
Of course it is.
It's going to be one of those days.
It's gonna be one of those
Tune
days.
in next week when
I'm
we
going to
have
take
all
a
new
picture of
characters.
this. I haven't touched it, I'm taking a photo.
He's taking a photo.
I'll post it
of
in our Discord. You can get there through the link in our about section if you're not already.
You should get in the Discord. It's a good time.
It is. You get to see fun pictures of skeletons and shit.
And also maps and things that we're doing on the table during the game.
I just saw Safari Fred's meme. Arrested Development meme. Camel! All right. So it does spot you, and it is going to go ahead and make a short sword attack, just a single short sword. 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
It swings and misses. This one that shuffled out here is going to go 5 feet forward and make an attack on Silas, the closest being. Probably also doesn't hit 13.
No, sir.
All right. This one.
Not a very subtle entrance as it tries to stab me. It kicks open a sarcophagi. And I'm like, all right, come on, get closer.
30. This one just gets into range with Genevieve. These skeletons can't roll for shit.
They did once.
Just to see Cholula, not to hit anyone. That's a 13 to hit Genevieve, which misses, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably. The roguish spirit.
Yeah, that misses for sure. She's wearing studded leather armor. We got 2 more that can't really get to anyone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one, I'm going to say, with its passive perception, does not see you, Cholula,
Okay.
and is continuing towards Genevieve as well. And this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It kind of like skittering through the room. And you see all of them are wearing these like, some of them have like chain shirts on and like different types of armor. You get the sense these are various like skeletal former paladins or higher ups within the church that were like buried with their armor. And yeah, it's just kind of like skittering through and like no ligaments, just climbing over things. That is all of the skeletons. Well, these ones are going to use their actions to dash, because why wouldn't they? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets that one to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets that one up to Silas. That ends the Skelly Boys' turns and brings us to Silas.
Okie dokie. I'm going to...
First up,
oh, right.
I need you
Friend
to roll.
roll. I forgot.
Pete's DC has gone from 19 to 18, so if you roll an 18, Pete will arrive.
No
18
problem.
or higher, I should say.
No problem.
That's a natural 20. I will say, if you would like, Pete is technically before you in the initiative order. He rolled an 18 for his initiative. If you would like on that natural 20, we can retroactively have him arrive and do his turn. Not like retroactively, but we can have him show up and do his turn and then fall into the order.
Yeah.
Okay. Standing in for Pete, because I don't have, the only gnomes that I have are feminine. I'm using this little goblin because it felt right.
Yeah. He's a goblin at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all got a little goblin.
Pete, you hear the door kick open yet again behind you as you hear as Pete comes like flying into the room, but just as he enters, his flight potion wears off, and he just kind of like skitters and expertly rolls, catches himself at the top.
Oh God, he died.
Top of the stairs, and he's gonna go 5. He's gonna make an acrobatics check because why the fuck not, to jump down the side of the stairs because he ain't got time for that shit. Natural 19.
Fuck yeah.
So that's 5, 10.
I'm glad we
15,
brought Pete.
20, 25. That's as far as he can go, being a gnome. And he's like, I found a party. What the fuck is that shit? And you see as he reaches into his pockets and begins, he grabs 2 potions and begins like shaking them, and you can see as they start to like bubble, and you can see the corks on them start kind of like pressing out just a bit as he lobs them across the chamber. He's gonna go ahead and make 2 attacks.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. And then he pulls out another one and throws it because he can make 3 attacks.
Wowee.
Natural 2 for the first one misses. It goes wide and just kind of like explodes with this small explosion, but like very concussive force, and just kind of like blows the corner off of one of these other crypts. A natural 2 again. Jesus. Can you put that in your jail, please?
Yeah.
Jail.
DM's dice in jail. DM's dice in jail.
For his 3rd attack on the Pontifex. There we go. Yeah, 23 is absolutely going to hit. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 10, 19, 24 points
All right.
of force damage to the Pontifex. What was that number I just said? 24?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's take this bitch down. That'll bring us
Glad
back.
Pete's here.
That'll bring us back to Silas's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, since they're in my face, I'm gonna start just like pull out the short sword and just start swinging at these little skelly boys. I'm gonna
Hell
start
yeah.
with the one on my left.
Go for it. The grayscale guy.
The one that's kind of gonna lean on him.
The mummy. We've got mummy, grayscale, hag, actual skeleton, and this one's a tiefling. That's how I have them written in my notes, just for reference.
Okay. Natural 19 plus 10.
That hits a skeleton for sure.
Nice, 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 nice.
Get a 6. That is 11 points of damage.
What
Yeah.
types of damage is this?
This, it says it's a +1, so I think this is the silvered short sword.
Okay, so slashing.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
I thought you were looking for, yeah, it is a, what should be slashing?
All right.
Piercing.
Piercing? Right.
It says piercing.
So yeah, you slash across with your silvered short sword and take out like most of the rib cage, and it starts kind of like collapsing on itself, but it's just barely using whatever magic is tethering its bones together to flex its spine and stay up, but it's looking rough.
I think a bit of seeing that take so well, he kind of just gets excited and smoke starts to pour, smoky mist starts to pour from all of his clothing, and I will rage.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
strike again.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Strike them. Strike them in the face.
With sword.
With the sword. No, that's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Oh, okay. One of those. I'm gonna do this one again. 6. No, okay. 11 points of damage plus
You
rage.
destroy it.
Ooh.
Its bones scatter across the floor, and it is one less skeleton in the room.
I'm gonna do nothing else because I just used my bonus in both of my actions.
Okay. You got
Can I move to the other side of this one to help flank here with?
Yeah, absolutely. You can flank this one with Genevieve.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I'm gonna call back to Pete. Like, that's the Pontifex! And then, like, just smoke just still oozing out of everything.
Not for long, baby. Ending silence.
All right, you gotta match my energy here.
Ending Silas's turn brings us to the Pontifex. who still was having this strange, not talking quite to you, but more talking to herself as you entered, is still, there's muttering under the breath as she kind of leans down and gets almost into this runner's stance and then runs forward and just barrels down this hallway. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Barrels down the hallway.
40.
Just making sure we...
Gets.
I imagine that lid just got fucking murdered, right? Just
Yeah,
dusted.
actually, yeah, that one actually is destroyed as just barreling through, and yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do?
What are you gonna do? Scoob.
What Scooby-Doo
She's,
cast member is that?
Actually not, and yeah, and you see there's this large figure moves quicker than you anticipate, but you expect more ground to get covered, and that's going to end the Pontifex's turn and bring us to Alma.
Yeah. I am going to. I'll hold up my golden star shaped reliquary, and I just go ahead and light a match and set a fire in there. And as I do that, I'm going to cast a 4th level guiding bolt at the Pontifex.
Okay.
Just go ahead and start off.
Yeah, go for it.
I wanted to, but there have been 2 attacks of opportunity if I'd started where I was.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Fuck yeah! Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, hang on. I didn't expect that to happen. I need 6d6.
I'll
2,
tape these cables.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, don't fuck me.
Okay, storm dust.
Oh, fuck me.
Dookie.
I'm not about that. Kind of my whole vibe.
That is 40 points of radiant damage.
Hey, yo.
Baby.
Not bad.
Hey, yo.
Get 'em.
Everybody note that and the date, because it's never ever gonna happen again.
A couple of voices echo from the doorway
recorded.
behind you. Get him! Hell yeah!
Do we get inspiration?
It's just a little extra stank from that natural 20 for Pete to arrive. Those guys also showed up. She's haunted. Y'all know she's haunted.
Hell yeah, man.
Alma? That's your action. Also, the next attack on the Pontifex has advantage.
Oh,
Right.
shiny.
She's just kind of glowing. It almost kind of looks like when somebody has opened a door to the outside and it's super bright out there. Like backlit almost.
Yeah, there's this strange, this giant, very demonic holy figure, but still has this kind of glowing golden halo behind them now.
Yeah, that's gonna do all my stuff.
Okay. Ending Alma's turn. You're gonna stay put? Okay.
I don't like it out there right now.
Ending Alma's turns brings us back to the top of the round, Chalula.
Okay.
Yes, boss.
I think I'm gonna try the arrow one more time.
Okay.
A boosh.
On the Pontifex, you have advantage.
Ooh, I love that.
Don't know if it can be any more advantageous than that.
Could be a nat 20.
Ah,
I was hoping.
if only. So that is a 28.
28 hits, for sure. Go ahead and roll damage as that golden halo alights and guides your bow. And as the arrow strikes, it kind of bursts and falls away like sparks to the floor that then dissipate.
Okay, so for sneakies,
For sneak.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the bow, and then there's a D10
The
of
fire.
fire damage.
Yikes.
So that's 6 points of fire damage.
I'm over here rolling D6s, guys.
Yeah, but you do it more than the rest of us.
I don't do 6
No, that's fair.
punches.
That's fair.
To be fair, you had a great sword for a second there. Could have been rolling
did. It's not my
2d6s.
32.
32 points of
Holy shit.
damage. Nice. She seems unbothered so far.
Okay.
Neat.
Good.
Then I would like to also bonus action send out the dancing sword at her.
Okay. I had a feeling that was coming.
She
I got a feeling.
sparkle, sparkle.
It's only 20 feet away from you to get within her range.
Oh, that's no good. That's gonna be a 14 or some shit.
14.
Dancing sword doesn't get ADV, right? Or is it just 1 ADV or the next round?
It can get.
It's just the next attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
I didn't know if it was.
I thought you were asking if the sword could get
No,
sneak
the
attack. and I was
sparks
like, it
falling
can,
was
but-
the guiding bolt advantage taken
Okay.
away. We'll say as you call the dancing sword and it pulls itself from your sheath, the skeleton that is still like on top of you and attacking you is just kind of like clambering over, and it catches on it for a second and keeps it from getting all the way there.
Mess me up.
Staying put.
I think I'd like to get 40, just kind of, if I can,
Are you proficient in acrobatics checks?
yeah.
What's the lowest that you can roll on an acrobatics check?
The lowest I could get is a 25.
Okay, it's a
Crazy.
it's a DC it's a DC 12 acrobatics check to climb over the sarcophagi and not take limited movement. Because you cannot roll lower than that, we won't waste our time with it. So Cholula, you can pretty much move freely over things in this space,
Okay.
and it won't slow you down.
Cool, yeah. Then if I could kind of diagonal over that and go 40 behind it.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception has been and will be 22.
22. You see
What are you? You're
see-
a beast.
tucked around the corner here, you see Perrine Dupont clutching a book and a holy symbol and shaking.
Okay. I'm gonna give him one of these.
Oh, your mom has made that face at me before.
Are your hands on your hips?
All right.
Credits roll. Next time on Pontifex.
Ending Cholula's turn brings us to Pete,
Hey,
Hey,
who is staring down this massive hulking figure that is just like barreling down a hallway towards him. And he's just like, a glorious death. Bring it on, bitch. And he is going to do something a little special.
Aw.
do you guys think that Pete can't die, and that's why he seeks?
maybe. Oh,
I think Pete, if he dies, he just kind of shows up somewhere else
Right.
and
I-
exists again.
he
can go
carries
around
his
there.
lair with him, so his lair actions are probably wild.
Yeah.
Throws a door at you.
Fuck yeah, Pete.
Fuck yeah, Pete.
The most
Pete.
natural of 20s.
Pulls out a tiny little vial. It's like like a test tube almost, with a cork in it. He pulls off the top and spits into it, pops the cork back on, and just underhand lobs it this direction. It lands right here, and there's like 2 little tinks of glass across the floor before it just detonates in this massive explosion. The Pontifex and 3 of those skeletons.
Is it these ones on Genevieve
That
and
one.
then?
Yeah,
Those
this
2.
one and these 2.
Yeah.
All need to make a dexterity saving throw. I'll go with the Pontifex first. Natural 18 is going to succeed. And skeletons, I'm going to roll for them all at once. Dex save 10 fails. Okay.
What does it do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Good. That's on our side.
He chooses.
I feel like I rolled a nat 20 and used a Pokemon on this fucking. Get him, Pete!
He chooses fire damage, as there is an explosion of fire. I think I already said.
What?
I accidentally pulled on this with my
Let me
foot.
see.
Yeah, we need to tape these up.
Oops.
There's a little clamp on the table. We can grab them.
Okay.
The faraway table.
Yeah. Oh my god.
46 points of damage. All of the skeletons that it hit are vaporized
Yeah.
immediately.
Wow.
The Pontifex takes half damage, so 24. I said 48, right?
You said it was fire, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
But they succeeded on the save.
Yeah, so they only took
I
half
read that earlier
damage.
you did a fire thing, and it was like, I'm just writing things down as we go.
Yeah.
All right. That is Pete's whole action. He's gonna look over his shoulder and see that Alma and Silas and Genevieve are nearby, and he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And as he does, he's like skittering across the floor, waving his hands in the air, going, "Over here, bitch, come get me!"
Pete.
That's Pete's turn. That's going to bring us to Genevieve. Genevieve is going to try and take out this skeleton, like reeling back from these flames that engulf the 2 that were on the other side of her. She's going to reach down to the ground into her own shadow and pull out a shadow blade.
Yeah.
And go ahead and make an attack on the skeleton.
At ADV.
With advantage because she's flanking, yes. 14. Dirty 20 will hit a skeleton for sure. That's going to be 3d8 psychic damage. Yeah, all the skeletons are gone.
Yay! Get out of here! Sorry we woke you up. Or sorry someone
We
else
didn't
woke
do
you up.
it.
Put that book down.
And she, likewise, is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there and stay put. Kind of seeing what Pete's doing and trying not to clump up. And that's going to bring us to Perrine Dupont, who sees Cholula. You touch, you are. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and run up to you, Cholula. Still like unsure and shaky, but he's going to rush forward and reach out his hands, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
The things I'm really good at. Yeah.
Also keep in mind you don't have disadvantage on saving throws, just ability checks
Right.
from exhaustion.
How long was it gonna take for the?
8 hours.
Okay.
It's been about 2
Right.
since you've entered the city.
Wisdom.
Mhm.
7.
7 fails. He reaches out, and right where his hand touches you, you feel this searing pain. You don't take any damage, but it leaves this like dark handprint mark on your side where he touches you, which you can't see because it's actually like beneath your clothing, but you can feel it there. And you have disadvantage on strength, ability checks, and saving throws for the foreseeable future.
Cool.
As he reaches out and casts Bestow Curse on you.
Oh.
And he is not gonna back away because that would be stupid.
No, do it.
Do it.
All right, that's gonna end his turn and bring us to, not the skeletons because they're dead, Silas.
When this thing was running this way, was it winded? Did it seem like movement was weird for it? You know what I mean?
The Pontifex?
Yeah. Was
No.
it winded at all?
No,
Was it like huffing and puffing?
you don't even hear breath.
I don't.
All you hear is like sick slaps and like heavy thuds of
Is
just...
it breathing?
Make an insight check. Are you trying to determine if it is like an undead creature?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's like huffing and puffing, if it's breathing.
Okay.
If its lungs are filling
Make
with
a
air
perception
to
check.
live. Natural night 27.
27. She is breathing, but she's not like winded.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of like an undead check as well as like, was that movement a lot for something that's shut in?
I would say on that, as one more free action, make an insight check as well.
Yeah, I think like the fire kind of like called my attention over there.
For sure.
You said insight,
Yeah.
15.
15. No, you actually get the sense that she was holding back. She could have gone further and chose not to. And also on that, you see that her eyes are trained on Pete. It's your turn.
Like by this point, I am like fully engulfed, and there's a little bit of clothing. I'm just mostly mist at this point. I'll have to draw it at some point.
Hell yeah.
Can I round this, this little door here that has fallen off? This,
10 to there.
and I'm gonna huck a potion at it, an open potion bottle at its face,
Okay.
if I could.
You can absolutely try to do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and to aim for the mouth, I presume.
Its face.
Okay.
It just like, I don't know. Yeah, its face.
Make a ranged. You're a tavern brawler, right?
I think we did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a ranged attack roll and add your dexterity and proficiency,
Okay.
because this is an improvised weapon. 55 episodes in, and it finally came up.
Oh, is this episode 55?
It is.
Wow.
That's 16.
16. She definitely ducks down, and
But
the
I was
potion
gonna
just
use my combat thing, my combat boon, if I could make that hit.
absolutely you can. Your once a day it hits boon from the strange deer creature.
Could I?
Yeah.
Could I have it make a DC 15 con save?
Uh-huh.
I imagine its con is incredible, but I just want to get this out of my fucking pocket.
I think it saves. A natural 17
Well, yeah.
plus 13.
It starts. Okay. I figured it was high. I just needed to get this thing out of my pocket.
What was it? Can I ask?
The dust of choking and sneezing.
Oh, nice. Okay, not a potion bottle, just like a bag.
Yeah,
That would
like
be
it was just like an
so
odd
much
shape.
That does-
fucking snot, like huge piles of snot flying
Well,
out of that creature's face.
Well, her head is regular sized,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
which is why it was like
Never mind.
also a harder target
Yeah.
to hit. But yeah, it is there. Does anything happen on a success?
I think it's just kind of like, that's fine. Thanks for having this. Good job. Good job getting this thing. Yep. Use a an action to throw a handful. So I don't know if I keep it.
I'm gonna say you threw the whole. You
Yeah,
opened the
I don't-
bag and tossed it.
I was just a fucking shot in the dark anyway.
Just for funsies, we'll say that it lands over here. So if you want to go get your bag of dust of
useless
choking and
garbage
sneezing.
again.
Just climb up
Not
there.
useless.
Try again.
Yeah, on something I can make a con save plus 13.
All right. But it does actually, or no, actually, it would be at her feet because it did hit her in the face. Go ahead and roll a d4 as well.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. So yeah, she takes some bludgeoning damage
Hell yeah.
from getting hit with a bag
I think you forgot.
in the face.
I think you forgot to say, how do you do this? I guess if I could with the rest of my turn, I'm going to kind of like allow one of my arms to be more of a mist tendril, and like that will be activating my tail.
Hell yeah.
That's something I kind of, have to, not have to use. Actually, no, I'm good.
Dope.
Could I back up towards Alma again? That was more or less to throw the thing.
Yeah.
Just 2 more, yeah.
10. Absolutely.
And I'll just kind of like look back at Alma on the stairs, like, all right, kid. Like, shit.
Okay.
That's all I had.
I'm gonna bring out our friend again on the Pontifex's turn.
Well, who did she bring?
All right.
Pete
going.
2?
No.
The two Pete's face off.
I'm gonna roll a d6 on a 1, 2, or 3. We're being rated.
Yep.
Hello, welcome.
By the Gilded Glass.
Oh!
We've got 2 giveaways this evening. Stay tuned. You've got to be a follower to be able to enter. We are in combat.
Yeah.
And our chat will be more than happy to fill you in if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very nice. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, she's going to continue her trajectory towards Pete. On a 4, 5, or 6, she's going to, after taking that bag in the face, look towards Silas and change course.
Did Pete call her ugly?
He called her a bitch.
Oh, I thought he said ugly.
He might have. I don't remember.
Probably.
I go into a fugue state when Pete exists.
Yeah, I figured she'd
Big
take.
characters
I
like
figured she'd take extra offense to that.
5. Actually, hang on. She's here.
Is she trying to go between these things?
5, 10, 15. Oops.
He's dead.
Gonna set her here for ease. Rushes forward 15 Pete's.
It's with his little Pete.
That's so cute. Rushes forward 15 feet and is going to lean down as she is picking up speed. Just kind of like veers towards Pete direction and brings the antlers down and is going to attempt to gore him.
How far away am I from Pete?
Alma, you are 5, 10, 15,
40-ish.
30?
30, 35 feet.
Oh, God.
It's on
Oh, yeah.
this square.
God, this is a big friend.
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah.
A big non-friend.
She huge.
How'd she even get down here?
They probably brought her in pieces.
Probably.
There's probably like a lot of buildings of this age have like a piano hoist, you know?
Yeah.
16 is going to hit Pete. And she went 15 feet to get here. All right.
Oh, she has like a charge.
Ah.
9.
So she had to move a certain amount of feet, right?
Yeah,
I
maybe
believe
it just
so.
like adds up on itself.
It's generally how it works for like centaurs and shit.
Yeah. It
Centaur,
really does.
centaur.
It really does look like Razor from Secret of the Ooze.
So it depends on how like fancy
Oh,
you're
Pete,
feeling.
please don't be a glass cannon.
Last one.
This is
Oh
bag
God,
full
and
of
I'm connected
potions?
to a wire. I'll just grab another.
Yeah, you have. How many dice do you have? You make them.
I needed 14 d10 for this, by the way.
Wow. Oh, Pete.
20, 30.
It's a maximum of 140.
Yeah. And a minimum of.
Hang on. I'm
14?
gonna use a calculator to make this
That's
faster.
an alarming
Right?
gap.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
got, like,
because you could
pluses.
roll 1 on every single one. Spells, well, it's not a spell though.
Yeah.
I was like, spells don't have pluses.
Hit you with one of my special charging you with my giant body spells. What's the range on that? Until I get tired.
You want to see how fast I am? No, I don't like that sound.
Pete takes 93 points of piercing damage.
Is he good?
He's still conscious. He's looking very rough.
How much of him is that?
Actually, hang on. Give me just a second. Let me do this math.
It should have been
Here's
me.
Pete.
Should have been me.
Oh, Pete.
8.
How are we gonna get our goods?
I mean, someone's got to save him for Pete's sake.
And he needs to make a strength saving throw. Definitely
I
not
don't-
Pete's strong suit. Pun intended. Pete.
Oh.
I rolled an 11 for a 10, which fails. So he... 10, 15 is thrown actually even further back. He takes an extra D4 D6.
Does that really matter at this point? He's
Well,
taking 90 points of
so-
damage.
Getting a little bit meta here. So this gore would throw him 20 feet back and knock him prone because he failed his save. But because there is only 15 feet of space and then a crypt wall,
Right.
he is thrown into the wall, takes extra bludgeoning damage,
Right, yeah.
1 point,
So they say you got to punch through their head. Yeah.
and is knocked prone.
Okay. I think it'd be pretty weird if he was still on his feet.
Right.
His little Pete.
One more thing, because that was far more than half of Pete's hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's missing an arm.
Not his potion arm. I don't know.
You see as it is actually like caught in the mangled horns of the Pontifex as she sees him prone there and then whips around at Silas, who threw that shit in her face. And that's going to end the Pontifex's turn, because that's all she can do, and bring us to Alma.
Yeah, I can't get over there. Sorry, Pete.
Pete's like prone and like holding his now missing arm, and he's just like, I'm not done with you yet, bitch.
Okay, he seems decent.
He's a lively one, that's for sure.
How far am I from the Pontifex?
Like
I'm
30.
sorry, all my things are
30-ish.
distance.
Yeah, 30 feet, exactly.
Okay, with my bonus action, I'm going to unleash my wings.
Hell yeah.
They're like glowing, ethereal, dove-like wings, but what are big. And I want to get honor.
Okay.
Honor,
and
like with an H?
I'm here
On
for my honor.
And I'm going to use my quicken spell. I'm going to burn 2 sorcery points for that.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm using my quicken spell,
Okay.
so I'm burning 2 sorcery points,
Firstly,
right?
I need you to make an unarmed strike. To climb onto a creature, to treat it as terrain, which you can.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't mean like I'm climbing on
Yeah,
her.
like-
I'm just getting, I
Yeah.
want to be in melee
Okay,
range.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Cool.
poor
I
Brady.
apologize.
I got
Thought
excited.
you were roping
No.
this guy.
No. No.
So you're just getting within distance to do a touch
Yes,
spell.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay,
All,
what
all
spell are you
upon
casting?
her.
I'm casting Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
Okay. Is that an attack roll from you?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That is 29.
29 hits for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So that is 6d10.
Nice.
Hang on, sorry everyone, I need to gather these.
No
I don't assume I'll hit is the problem, so I don't gather the dice. 4,
Go ahead and put mine back where they go.
5, 6, 7.
Don't be picky
Nope.
now. You have a
Oh,
lot.
I'm so sorry. It's
6.
6. I was just getting excited. I would have pulled every single D10 I have. Okay.
Only time I'm hoping for zeros.
18, 20, 24, 28. 34 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
You know.
Oh, dang it. You know what? I'm a stupid person
No.
for a lot of reasons.
Can you give us the main one?
I used my bonus action to have wings, which
so
means
you
I
can't-
can't have used quicken spells, so I cannot disengage. So I'm here.
Welcome.
And you're flying, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I only did 94 damage to Pete, so you're probably good.
It's gonna be fine.
Do you even have 90 hit points?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. I checked before the fight. You're all over 100 at this point.
Yeah, it only takes
Except for Cholula. I think
One-
you're at like 90 something.
1 1/10 of a hit.
But you've got temporary hit points.
I do have, 16 temporary hit points.
So technically you're over 100
Yeah,
right now.
for right now.
That would have put you out exactly, right? You get hit for 94.
So, yeah, that's my...
No, it'd be
Oh, right, the 60.
110.
But then he got hit by
That's
the wall.
all of it.
Okay, that's
I
on
did
his
my
turn.
movement, my action, and my bonus action.
All right. That was painful for her. That's going to bring us back to the top of the round, Cholula.
Cool. This little guy that I'm with, is he like using a spell book? Is he holding a book? IRL?
He has a book and a holy symbol.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna give him a stab.
Yeah, give him a
Should've
stab.
come over here.
Go for it.
Natural 17,
That is going to be a
28.
28, yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. No sneak attack on this, unfortunately, because he's looking at you.
Isn't that like a thing where if I'm within 5 feet and no one else is in within 5 feet?
Swashbuckling?
Oh, is that a swashbuckler thing? If you
Yeah.
can find it, you can
Yeah.
use it.
Is that what level we're at now? If you can dig up that feature, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I could walk through walls. Hold on, let me check.
I know the ones we use frequently.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it. No other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. That's part of Brackish Audacity.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
Hell
Go
yeah.
ahead and roll damage with sneak attack.
Okay.
She has the
Swashbucklers.
audacity.
Because swashbucklers still get the, like, if a friend is within 5 feet. So, like, as long as you're not surrounded, you get sneak attack.
And like swashbucklers, if you land something, you can get out, right? If you hit someone, you can just like, nope.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think it's like 10 feet, but yeah. Sometimes it's all it takes.
Oh no.
And Cholula, even as you slash out with your rapier, you can feel that like your strength is being sapped from you, and that like pulsing pain from the palm print in your side. But you can still find a weakness in armor just as good as you always could.
Hell yeah. It is 30 points of damage.
Oof.
You nasty.
Enjoy.
He's still standing, but that was some rough stuff.
And then I'm going to try to get this big lady over here with the dancing sword again. Right. Oh, yeah. How far away from me is it?
It is 35 feet away from you. This is 30 feet right here.
Then never mind.
It just falls to the ground, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say it fell down. Whoop. Just fall.
It fell down.
All right.
Right. Okay. So then, what are my other options?
It was your action to attack, so if you got any bonus action stuff,
Yeah.
use the time.
Can I do? Golly, I'm not used to having spells around me. So I think I can use a sorcery point, 2 sorcery points to make casting time into a bonus action for a spell.
To quicken spell, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, I think.
Hell yeah. What spell do you cast?
You know, that is the question.
Just know if they have a range further than 5 feet, they'll have disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think you
Unless
can
it's
back
against the
up
Pontifex.
because you've hit. You could back up if you needed to.
So I
Fancy
give,
footwork.
I'm gonna give this person a stab and then reach for my, one of my paring knives. And she just kind of like whips it out and throws it behind her. But then you see that the paring knife is still in her pocket, like in its sheath.
Yeah.
And I cast a cloud of daggers on the Pontifex.
Fuck yeah. What's the range on that? Just so that
60?
Oh yeah, she's within 60 feet for sure. Cloud of fucking daggers.
Your
Here it is.
I'm gonna make a Cloud of Daggers shirt.
Boop, right up in her taint.
Nice.
Oh no! Paint
So
dagger.
she takes. Does she make a saving throw, or she just takes the damage, right? Because Cloud of
She
daggers
takes the
fucking blows.
damage and then takes it whenever she starts her turn within the cloud also.
And that's the thing you hate so much about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's like magic missile. It's just like I just do this.
It should be if you end your turn in it. If you don't, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it should be like ow, ow,
Yeah,
ow. And then you
yeah,
can
like it's
leave.
just D4s, so whatever.
Right.
But like it's guaranteed damage.
Yeah.
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 Everything that's guaranteed damage is kind of from the DM side is like, oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait to be a player and use this shit. My create bonfires, my fucking magic missiles.
Cloud of daggers.
Yeah, 4d4.
Yeah, bonfires. If
I
you
could just
end
make
your turn in
NPCs
it,
that
right?
use these things on you guys. There's
Neither
nothing
of these
stopping me.
10 points of dagger cloud
Nice.
damage.
10 points of dagger
Not
cloud.
bad.
I think that's all.
And that
stuff.
concludes.
Cholula's turn.
Yeah.
All right. Ending Cholula's turn brings us to Pete. Pete is going to use half his movement. Struggle to stand up. He's like, I said I wasn't done with you yet, bitch. And he reaches into his pocket again and pulls out 3 more potion bottles and begins shaking them up and looses all 3 of them at once.
Oh, fuck.
Tray attack.
Natural 19 for the first is going to hit.
Nice.
I can't hide from mics now.
Natural 4. Natural 4 is going to miss. Natural 3 is also going to miss. Fuck.
Oh, it's that
That
arm.
missing arm is really,
Yeah.
throwing off his aim. But 1 does hit.
He's just new to it, not having an arm.
Yeah, he'll get used to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fresh.
Oops. 25 points of force damage to the Pontifex.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Pete is no fucking joke if he could just hit.
Yeah.
That's his action to do his multi-attack. And he's going to stay put. Ending Pete's turn brings us to Genevieve, who didn't like the look of that and doesn't like staring down this straight alleyway towards the Pontifex. So she's gonna like still crossbow in hand, pop off some shots as she's running. Let's see how you do, Genevieve.
You got it. You all right?
Yeah.
Need some bread?
Weeks 2, right?
That's not a bad proposition.
Natural 19 is gonna hit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Natural
Genevieve.
17 is also gonna hit.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Genevieve. Genevieve. Yeah, I like to whisper chant.
Genevieve. Genevieve.
That's gonna be 12 points of damage to the Pontifex.
Yep.
And needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 23, succeeds.
Well, son of a bitch.
Still takes half damage though.
Okay. I'll take it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We'll enjoy it.
Ooh, shit damage though. This one's cocked. I'm gonna re-roll it.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh my god. The cocked one was a 3. I rolled 4 1s.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Our allies are always our best resources for
18.
damage.
18 damage halved to 9.
Oh,
Better than 0.
better than 0.
Better than 0, yeah.
All damage is better than 0.
Halved from a resistance or from a save?
From saving.
Okay.
And that well, Genevieve's going to move also. She's taking these shots on the run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. That's going to end Genevieve's turn and bring us to Perrine Dupont. This little shitbag. He calls out and he's like, "You are working with them, aren't you? You led the ice giants here." And he
Who are
is
the
going,
ass giants?
"Forgive me, the frost giants." The frost. And
Ass giants. And not the other way around.
centered on, let's see here. I don't know if I have a circle that big. I don't think I do.
How big you need?
60-foot sphere.
Don't like that.
I have this 60-foot cone. Is that technically? No.
I think it would be. It would be 1/4 of a 60-foot sphere.
Yeah, so if you just did a circle with the corner in the middle,
Yeah.
that'd probably be the whole place, I think.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, he begins reciting an incantation, clutching his holy symbol. I'm going to say he wouldn't want to hit the Pontifex, so just Cholula and Genevieve need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Natural 18 for Genevieve, not bad. That succeeds.
12.
12 fails.
Can I use my boon?
4, 6. Yeah.
I believe added D10 to your saving throw.
Is there a range on that?
All I managed to write down when we did that was that I can add a D10 or take away a D10.
Was it like just something you can see if it didn't specify? It?
I mean,
It's
in
an
theory,
ally.
I'm above everything.
I'm pretty sure it's an ally within a certain range, but I want to
shit.
check to be sure because that's
Sorry.
important. No worries. Let me just pop up the Dungeon Master's
Things were
Guide.
happening very fast, and I'm not good at writing.
My boon was made in the app.
Was it?
Was it?
Or I made one, yeah.
Oh,
I just
good job.
made like a null item and just called it the boon.
That is
didn't know if that was-
more clever than what I did.
It's not bad at storing items now. It's just some other things like rage conditions and things that you do to yourself
Yeah.
would be nice.
Yours is the Boon of Fate. Mm-hmm. Within 60 feet of you, makes an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Do we have to do the
you-
Pythagorean theorem?
You roll the d10. We don't because I have this handy dandy. This thing.
Hoorah.
Oh, I should hold it. Okay, so from Cholula to Alma, you're 60. I shit you not. You're 65 feet away.
Ah! Fuckers, I'm not the kind of sorcerer you get away from. Stay close. all I got is helpful shit.
Well, is she
But
is she on the enemy or is the arm pushing her far away? You know, because she's in the middle of these four
Yeah, no,
circles.
technically, let's see if we shift this around.
If your circles were touching,
You'd be on this square, so.
Come on, guys.
I'm not trying to nitpick. I saw the arm. The arm was pushed.
That's totally fair. I'm going to remove the Pontifex briefly for this.
Get her
I
out
know
of
where
here.
she goes because there's only one place she fits.
I was going to say, another mini that can't fit. I think that's it.
That is exactly.
Okay, come on, 10. 10. But can you rest a D4 on a... Oh, that's just a 2. 14?
Yeah.
14 just fails, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
I think I'd like to use Uncanny Dodge for whatever it is.
Okay. Can you read me the literature on that?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
They're not hitting you with an attack. You failed a saving throw.
But aren't they attacking me? Like it doesn't specify that it has to be a
Based on-
melee attack. It's just an attack.
That's true. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
For sure. So you'll have this damage. That's 6 plus 8.
Or do you have evasion?
Yeah, but that's for
That's for
dex
dex
saving
saves.
throws.
Yeah.
Oh, only? Wow. I didn't ever think
it'd
about that.
Be pretty overpowered if it was all saving throws. 8. Okay.
Ultimate evasion. Thought evasion. Call your mom.
Cholula, you take 31 points of damage, halved to 15. And Genevieve succeeded, so she takes half as well, 15 points of damage. As this dark smoke kind of rises up from, it almost like pours out from the edges of the crypts surrounding you in this like 60-foot area within this space, and kind of like courses itself up and like it's less like you're breathing it in and more like it's trying to get into your lungs. But you shrug it off as best as you can and just have a few coughs. 15 to Genevieve. Okay. That's Perrine Dupont. He is going to stay put for now. Ending his turn brings us to Silas.
I think I'm going to form that like extension of mist into the blade of shadows, if I could.
Hell yeah.
Or the blade of mist, I guess now. We gotta come up with catchier names for blades made of
Mistblade.
precipitation. And I'm gonna go cut at some legs.
The Perspiros Edge.
Wait, I have a ring of jump. Can I jump up to like a more vital part of its face body?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to use your ring of jump to make a called shot, yes. I'd say it would allow you to do so.
The condemnation.
Yeah, feels good.
That's
We'll workshop it, but it feels good.
Condensation. Don't say it like that.
Yeah, it's evoking different imagery.
Yeah. That's
Where do you hold the sword?
Don't tempt
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run up and try to slice
Sword,
at its
dick,
upper body
sword,
rather than
dick,
just.
sword, dick, sword.
20 feet gets you to there, and your ring of jump, I think, like triples your jump distance. So yeah, easily you can jump 15 feet up and attempt to slash at the face. Roll just a regular attack.
taking that
This
back.
is going to, as we've kind of implemented these new rules for called shots, this is essentially going to be 3/4 cover, so it's going to add to her AC by 5. Because you're going for the smallest, the head, the smallest part of the
I'm just
body.
going for the upper body. I just don't want to hit legs. I don't want to be chopping at a giant's legs.
Okay.
So I'm just going for like a chest or whatever she's not covering.
Sure. Yeah.
Just like jumping and slashing. I'm not going for eyes, if I could say that.
Yeah, for sure. So you're not doing a called shot. Just the jumping is for flavor. Basically, if you do the called shot, it adds to her armor class, but if you still hit, it's a critical strike.
Yeah, I'm going to do the called shot. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So yeah, you're not at disadvantage, by the way.
Hell yeah. But it's fun to roll 2 dice.
It is.
Okay. Really like for this to hit, so I'm just kind of waiting until the dice feels like it wants to exit my hand. Okay. 18 plus 9.
26?
26 with a +5 is only 24. Yeah. So go ahead and treat this like a crit.
Right.
Oh,
So
my
I just
God.
roll dice and double it? Okay, cool. It's a D6, baby.
Roll good.
Then you
All right.
add your modifiers and don't forget the +2 for raging.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's more to it than that. That's right, because in the... Thank you. In D&D Beyond. Shadowblade in the spells gives you all the shit, but in the weapon, it's just
3.
a weapon.
Yeah, no, you're not rolling a d6, you're rolling 3d8 for psychic damage.
Yeah, because as a weapon, it's a D6, but for some reason, you have to go to the spell
Yeah.
to do the rest of it. Okay.
Basically, we just attached it to a weapon so you could have it.
If you're raging and you crit, do you add your rage and double it, or do you add it after, like with your
You
proficiency?
still add it after.
Okay.
It's only the dice that are doubled in your crit.
Cool. I haven't gotten to play Barbarian yet.
Ooh, you do good.
I think it'll be fun.
Barbarians are fun.
19
Nice.
points of
Psychic.
damage.
psychic.
Hell yeah.
Of sidekick damage, which was all of Keith's damage earlier.
Aw.
He's a protagonist in his own story, I'm sure.
He was an adventurer back in the day, but age is catching up.
Yeah.
Took an antler in the knee.
An antler took his arm.
Yeah.
His arm knee.
That's one
Elbow.
attack.
And then when I land, I guess I'll just do it again. Yeah, I'll just swipe again.
Hell yeah. Just like
Let's just
leaping
call it
and
like
striking.
like while I'm in the air before I fall.
Yeah, dope. Another call shot?
Yeah.
All right.
No. See, I knew one of you were gonna start giving me bad feels, and that one felt weird. That one was feeling weird. Okay. Oh my god. Film actions.
That was, you had a +9, right?
Yeah. It's 20.
20
Does not hit. Yeah.
This time, she takes the first slash and like instant gout of blood from the nose. And as she sees this misty blade coming back up towards her, she, again, very deft, pulls back and out of the way, and it just kind of just barely passes in front of the face as you fall back down to the ground and catch yourself. That's your action.
Those are my actions,
Is
aren't
the
they?
ring a bonus action?
Probably. It just happens. The ring is just a part
It
of.
says as a bonus action.
Oh, it does. Why doesn't it list it above
Yeah,
where
it's
it would
weird.
say bonus action? Yeah, as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah. The end.
Okay. Ending Silas's turn is going to bring us to the Pontifex.
And she got a cloud in her ass.
She does have a cloud in her ass.
She does
true.
have a cloud in her ass. In case you forgot, cloud ass.
I cast
9.
Taint of Daggers. All right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Points damage total.
I don't usually do that of all the cast members. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I guess that's
Okay.
comparatively.
Seeing this cloud of daggers that continues to swarm and slash at thine ankles. Also with lady up in her face, dude jumping up in her face. The cloud of daggers is the least of her worries. But She's going to go 5, 10, 15 to there.
Oh.
And you see just easily stepping over all of this gunk.
Is that out of our ranges?
She did not leave your melee range because she's huge.
Is she not taking up the circles? Oh, okay.
She is. She just like, even with 15 feet of movement, she did not leave your melee range because she's that large.
Left that one, though.
She did leave Alma's though, if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity.
I want to see what happens first. I'm going to hold on to that reaction for a minute.
Okay. She turns and is going to, she's gone 15 feet. She's going to take another 15 feet towards you, Alma, and make a gore attack. She basically just rears back.
Oh, she enters the cloud of daggers again, yeah?
She does.
This is going to be her downfall. We're all going to be bleeding out on the floor, crawling towards one
moonbeam
another,
all
and there's
over
just daggers in her taint the whole time. Forgot about the daggers. Bled me dry. That's a good roll.
That's 11 points of damage.
Nice. Rushing forward is going to make that attack on Alma. Let's use.
I don't think I've breathed the entire time we've been playing.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I've taken a breath. Check me in the VOD.
Yeah.
Am I breathing?
26
To hit.
to hit. Yeah. Okay.
Regardless of the fact that it will still hit me, I am going to kind of throw my arms up in front of myself and with this cast Citadel, just in case it can help Silas later.
Dope. Fancy new spell
Ooh.
that we actually homebrewed together. What does it look like as you cast Citadel?
So as my normal shield does, these kind of like gilded bird cages drop down around both of us, but then like kind of continue glowing, and each space between the bird cage like locks down until it's kind of like a tower protecting you. And until the start of my next turn, you add 5 to your armor class.
Nice.
Shit.
Citadel is one of those words that I only read for the first part of my life. Mm-hmm. And when the first time I heard it out loud, I was like, oh, that's so much better. I always thought it was such a stupid word. I was saying it wrong in my brain.
I'm really scared, Cameron. I hope I have it next turn.
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna kill your own wife.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
He'll do it again.
Before marriage, after marriage, like he's really running the gambit on killing his wife.
All right, this would be the first time he kills his wife.
Yeah, that's true.
He hasn't killed you yet.
Never
since you
killed
got
my wife. I've
married.
only killed
What
girlfriends.
is today? This is a special day.
You watch, so as the Pontifex kind of like backs up quickly, like getting away from this cloud of daggers, and you think retreating for a moment, just kind of like backing up, then leans forward again and rushes 15 feet back into the daggers, slashing at her ankles, and sends the antlers into Alma. And Alma, you send up this citadel, this protective tower of golden light around yourself and Silas, but yours is instantly shattered, and you take 66 points of.
Well, 6d6 isn't so bad.
You lay down.
6. What is 125 divided by 2?
Lay down. She wasn't whistling for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pepper.
About 66.
62 and a half.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
I don't roll on that table for players because I don't mind maiming my NPCs, but I'd feel bad to take Alma's leg, you know?
yeah.
You just have to.
It'd be difficult to work
just like-
around for sure.
Yeah,
They're
we could talk
racing.
about that for the next campaign if you guys consent.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk about it this time, so I'm not going to implement it. However, I also need you to make a strength saving throw.
This is, I think,
Can we just assume it goes badly?
This is,
But what if it doesn't?
What if you roll an
I think, the
20?
pushback.
I think that's.
Is it?
Oh, 18.
18 fails.
What would have saved?
Natural 20. For you.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm so proud of you.
Alma, you were on this square in the air. You go 5, 10, 15, 20, and are knocked prone.
From the sky?
Yeah, speaking of, you had to fly 15 feet up to be up in her biz. So you take a d6 of falling damage.
Kev was like, so
2 points of falling damage.
this fight's like
Bludgeoning damage.
intense, so like your allies are probably going to be joining you. They're both like,
Hey, he's been doing some serious fucking damage.
yeah, for sure. It's something that has 800 fucking points, I'm
He
sure.
lost his arm for you guys.
He lost his arm for himself. He said that out loud when he came in here. He wanted a glorious death. It wasn't even about us.
hasn't gotten it yet.
Sometimes, like when a DM is the husband of a player character, people are like, "Oh, they play it soft on that character." I want everybody here to know I have always taken the most damage, the fucking most, and then he'll add some for fun.
You got to play something with evasion at some point.
Almost knocked prone.
Oh, I am.
That ends the Pontifex's turn and brings us to Alma. Your wings are still out. You were just knocked prone.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, 15 feet of movement to stand.
That's what it sounds like.
Your bones.
And I'm gonna 7th level disintegrate. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
Get the fuck off me.
Okay.
Fucking touch me.
That's only a 12.
Get him.
Okay.
Make it go away.
So I need 10.
Can we get that in Silas's voice?
Make it go away. Whose daggers are these?
Hopping around like a cricket.
Yeah, for flavor, I'm just shaving hair or like just grossness off of this leg. But-
And hey guys, I need 3 more d6.
Can I have one in there?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
This one's been nice.
Oh, can I actually trade the metal one? I feel like it's gonna throw off my steez.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just has a good jingle jangle.
Yeah, it's good jingle jangle.
These don't even fit in my hand.
Get him, weird girl, get him!
Okay.
What'd my kid do?
6.
Yeah, man, that one's been damaged tonight.
Kitty's did 5. I think that's Kitty's. We have
I
similar
have
sets.
2 of mine did 5.
Hell yeah. Okay. This is a lot of math. Sorry, Pepper.
You're such a loyal, wonderful dog.
You mean Bilious?
Bilious!
Sorry, Billy.
Why did we change your name?
I was in the moment.
Pepper, go lay down. Go on.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is more dice than I think I've ever looked at in my life.
Baby cat.
Disintegrate is one of my favorite spells.
It's good. Okay, so
Sucks when they
6,
save, though.
12, 18, 24, 34, 44, 49, 51, 52, 53
Plus
40
40.
is 84 points of necrotic damage. And I just kind of, basically what I do, like all the bleeding I'm doing from all of the goring and the falling, I just kind of squeeze it into my reliquary and it just beams holy light at her until she hopefully is dead. I want that.
What does it look like when she dies?
Yes, dude!
I was like, he's about to tell us that she's fucking immune to this.
She drinks it
Yeah.
and farts so loud.
Yum, 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 yum.
And it's not
Yeah,
even
no, she only had.
associated.
You guys were doing serious damage. She only had 55 hit points left.
Hell
Yeah.
Fucking 7th level spells. man.
Damn.
Just kind of all of the blood that I am dripping just gives me so much extra boost to this spell that she just kind of vaporizes. Like post nuclear bomb
I will say,
kind of mood.
I will give you this option.
Right.
There are giants bearing down on the city. Do you want to keep any proof that the Pontifex is dead?
Head.
Just the head.
Head.
I'm gonna say on that disintegrate, your blood pouring into the reliquary and firing out in this golden beam of light. You start at the feet, and just it's like the beam shoots out and just like like one of those things where it like moves
From the force.
so quickly. Yeah, it's like if you've ever had like a laser pointer in the fog and like moved it quickly, it's just like moves so much faster in the distance. And you manage to cut it off right as it reaches the head. So this head, like human-sized head with these enormous, like without the body now, almost elk-like pointed antlers, elk-like in size, I should say. The head just falls to the ground with a sickening thud.
Just watching this from inside a
falls
glowing citadel.
Into a cloud of daggers
Yeah.
that begin ripping and shredding at the face. I'll say that again
did
because
so good,
you
though,
guys seem
guy.
distracted.
No.
The daggers are ripping and shredding at the face of the Pontifex.
Oh no.
Okay, so do I need to roll again because it left and then re-entered?
I'm going to say technically because it's still part of the figure.
Okay.
I won't call it re-entering, but we aren't going to drop initiative because there's still another enemy present. And
Right.
also, yeah, that damage will occur if you leave the spell going on the next round. You all see this. Alma, that's your action. Anything else you want to do?
Bonus action healing potion.
Okay. As a bonus action, you pop one of your greater healing potions. You got your fancy new potion dice. you can
Yeah,
roll
we
over
got
there.
these little dudes. They're
Yeah.
just small.
Well, I mean, that's the tracker.
Yeah.
But it also
Well,
comes
yeah.
with little dice.
Yeah, it
They
comes
look
with
like
little
this.
guys. They're hard to see.
I didn't make them. It was a gift, but they're super rad. These little like potion-shaped D4s. Oops.
10, 12. Good. 12 points back.
You fire a disintegrating laser to kill a 15-foot beast, and just time for a refreshing fantasy Gatorade.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I said fantasy.
Like gushing blood.
You still have 15 feet of movement if you want to move anywhere, or you can stay put.
I'll start kind of shambling towards Pete.
Towards Pete? Okay.
Yeah.
You're flying though, right?
10,
Or
15.
you put wings.
I'm just dragging my
That's
wings
true.
behind
you,
me.
You do have more move, like you can only go 15 feet if you walk. But if you have your fly speed, you can go further.
Oh, then yeah, I'll fly and use my 30
Okay.
to get over there.
30 gets you to there.
Gorgeous.
So you are headed towards Pete, who you see now is like standing like wide stance on top of the
Bleeding?
crypt. Yeah, missing an arm
Oh
fully.
man, it's so glad we saved the head because his arm was attached to that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, let's put it back.
Maybe. We'll
Put it
see.
back. Put it back.
Sorry,
all
I
right.
just thought about that.
Ending Alma's turn is going to bring us back to the top of the round. Cholula.
So for Cloud of Daggers to end, I just have to stop concentrating on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will do that.
Okay.
I will undo that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to give this guy a stab.
Give him a stab.
Give him a stab.
What? Pardon me.
I know you still heard that. Pardon.
21.
21 hits, yeah.
Oh, and it's still just me and him over here.
It is.
Get him, get him, get him, get him.
Only one bad one.
Bad. Well,
You asked for one of my kids. I like this little guy. He's been nice. Watch this. Watch this. Good boy.
That's not bad. That was a 4 for those of you at home on a d6.
Don't tell them. He gets shy.
Listen, he got a 6 where it mattered.
See, now he's going to be all weird because the audience knows what he's rolling. He got a 6. Okay.
He likes it. He likes the attention.
I didn't know that about you.
Shout out Taylor's d6 in the chat.
32
Oh,
points of sword in your face damage.
Points of being stabbed.
hello, small. These tables are thinner, huh,
Oh,
small
what
cat?
happened?
Are you gonna hit me?
Meesh, 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 meesh.
All right.
You look mad.
Not quite half his remaining hit points, thankfully, but a serious amount of damage as you slash across him yet again. He kind of like stumbles backwards a bit.
Since I hit him on my turn, he cannot make opportunity attacks against me.
Correct.
So I'm going to step back 5 feet and recall the dancing sword.
Okay, yeah, you can do so.
Bring it on over here.
And it just, it can get to you because it can move 30 feet, right? So it gets like up even with you.
Okay.
That
Then that's my whole thing.
All right.
My whole deal.
ending Cholula's turn brings us to Pete, who
It's generally good.
he's actually looking really rough.
Oh,
okay.
Lolly don't.
Baby,
Lolly
can
don't.
you reach her?
Bro,
You don't hit me. I'm telling you to go away. This isn't a mutual thing. Thank you.
he's not going to risk an acrobatics check, so he's actually, that would have been 5 to get down. So it's going to be 10. He'll just take the difficult terrain. 20. Oops, 25.
I'm dead.
Sorry.
Oh no.
As he's walking, he's like, "You a healer?
Yeah.
All right, that can wait." There's one more of these bastards.
You fucking idiot.
That's 50 feet. What's
Stay
your
tuned
range?
if you want to watch a DM defeat himself.
That range is 120. He's only got one arm left, but it is quite an arm. As he reaches in and grabs 3 more potions, shakes them up, and is going to toss all 3 of them towards
Yeah.
Perrine Dupont.
Oh,
Green Dupont.
2 Fs.
Fa-fa.
First one hits.
Okay.
Second one hits with a natural 18.
Good.
Third one misses. 2 hits, though.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, not bad at all, because that is going to be
Not with
1,
Pete.
2,
Pete
3,
spells.
Is he still like full backpack?
5, 6, 7.
He's like carrying his whole life with him. I mean, we are too, I guess.
No, he doesn't have his full backpack
I
on.
don't know. I'm playing Breath of the Wild. There's that guy that has like a backpack
Beetle?
bigger
Beetle.
than him. Yeah.
Am I,
Yeah.
am I a crazy person?
Yeah.
This feels like too much, but I think it's correct. No, yeah. Wow.
How many?
2 hits from Pete is 8d10 plus 6.
Wow.
That's a good time.
Wow. Can I just like put him in a baby Bjorn and be like, get him, Pete?
Yeah.
I'll get the ones on the sides.
Feel like a, what you call it, of potions.
A bandolier?
There you go.
37 points of damage.
Ooh wee.
So sorry, sir, but goodbye.
He's still standing, actually. However, that was far more than half of his remaining hit points. So, oh no, I need a d10. They're all over here. What am I doing? In the explosions of force damage, kind of like battering his body, one of the bottles hits, and as the shards explode, dealing this force damage and kind of like eviscerating his skin, one of them cuts across his eye, and he loses sight in that eye.
Yeah.
He's still got the other one, but fuck yeah, that's going to be Pete's turn. That's all he can do. That's going to bring us to Genevieve.
Get him, get him, get him.
Get on over here.
15, 20, 25 gets all the way around him.
Yeah.
She's not technically flanking with Cholula, however, she's still going to stab him.
Stab, stab.
There you are, Genevieve. First one hits. Second one does not hit. Uh, 5 points of damage. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good luck, sir.
He succeeds, so he takes half damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Genevieve rushes around, moving like a shadow herself, just kind of like ducks past you, Cholula, deftly. Like all of the elven grace of her elven form, intent on straight up murder, as she just swoops around this guy, like effortlessly comes up behind him, holds her short sword up to his neck, and just brings it across, and he falls dead.
I didn't want to talk to that guy.
Get dead.
That's all of the enemies on the field down. So we're gonna drop combat.
Okay.
Everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up that sneezy bag.
Yeah, you pick up the dust of
Want it to be
sneezing and
said
choking.
aloud.
Sneezy bag.
22.
Nice.
16.
16.
27, right? 19 plus 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
27. The nines
yeah.
always get me.
not bad. All of you notice in the far back of the chamber, kind of obscured at first by the Pontifex and Perrine, there's something that feels very out of place within this crypt. There's like what appears to be some sort of square form that is covered by a cloth along the back wall.
Oh. Shit. That's probably the thing, huh?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The mirror that we're not supposed to look at. You think that's the piece? Is that because that's like the? Does it seem like the same
On your
shape and
perception check,
size?
it's about the same shape and size
Ooh.
as what was cut from the elven horror room of mirror sphericalness.
Yeah. And there's also a chest. Yeah.
Let's.
The chest was standing in for that,
Oh, okay.
just in case anybody approached during
That was
combat.
just some bonus stuff. Okay. Then I'd like to head towards that to grab it without removing the cloth. I think on my way over there, I'm gonna grab that staff and remove curse from myself.
Oh, fuck yeah. You do so,
Cool.
and yeah, the palm print, you can feel it fade, your strength returns,
Nice.
and you feel just as beefy as you did before.
I'm so beefy.
So beefy.
I'm gonna healing hands, Pete.
Nice.
14 points back.
You watch as his arm wounds,
Yeah.
like his arm doesn't regrow, but the wounds close.
I'll grab Pete's hand like a handshake, and then take it off the antler. Pick up the head. You might want this.
Sure. I
Okay.
mean, I'll probably just make something cool and new. I don't have a left arm anymore. I'll probably make something cool and new with it. But in the meantime, and like as he makes all of these weird sounds, you see this like spectral hand appears at his side as he casts Mage Hand to hold his arm for him.
Okay.
This. Yes.
I'm still down one, but you know, I'll make it work. We'll figure something out. That feels a lot better, thank you.
I imagine you have potions. We need to make surface. You know, maybe a treaty.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Can I do sort of like a check on this item that I just picked up if I feel like it would be bad to put into a bag of holding?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
That's not 20.
I hope it isn't one of those like, no.
It's a good time to know this.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
He's typing. Okay, while he's doing that, who's bad? Everybody. I'm bleeding openly.
I think I'm good. You might have some potions that this one could use.
Oh, do you need some?
I could just. Are you good?
I'm
You're
fine.
good? Oh, fantastic! I'm gonna 3rd level cure wounds me.
No, like the mist starts to
I
like
have-
kind of reabsorb, and you can see like my skin again. No, I think I'm good.
I lost all but one of my temporary hit points from shifting.
I think I just need a good night's sleep. I'm feeling pretty shitty still. Like, if you wanted to pump some more, I wouldn't be mad.
Oh, cool. She got you.
Yeah, I will give him
Ah,
1.
Small.
give him a potion.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, but hang on. I have a feature.
He heals 8 more points. Not bad. By the way, shit's getting a little rough out there. For the city's part, at least.
How many did you manage to get out?
Well, I got everybody in the block we were on, and I delegated to some others who looked scrappy enough to, dodge the... It was weird. Once the giants broke through the wall and got into the city, they stopped throwing rocks and stuff. It's like they weren't, doing damage to the structures, intentionally at least. A couple of them got cut down and fell onto buildings and shit, but mostly they were just aiming for the armored fellows.
Right.
I guess it's good to have this then.
We could probably broker something.
It's a good thing that I went to the narrow gate as well. There was another grouping of civilians there, and some horrid armored figures atop the wall started pouring boiling oil down upon us, but we managed to get everyone out of the way in time, and thankfully no one was injured. You guys think back to that group of 5 that you saw carrying something across the wall top. Cholula, on your natural 20, you they're approaching the mirror as everyone's kind of having this conversation behind you. You step forward and there's this that call of the void, that urge to, something is covered, I just want to peek, but you know better than to peek. But there's this strange, ominous sense as you kind of get your hands around it and lift the mirror. And it's this small, unassuming, it's no bigger than a mirror that you'd put on a fancy mirror you'd put on a bathroom wall, over a sink or something like that. But as you hold it, you kind of lean in and you swear you can hear whispers coming from the mirror itself. You can't make out words, but you hear what sounds like 3 or 4 different voices just quietly muttering. And you get the sense on a fucking natural 20 Arcana check, if by chance this mirror is some sort of portal to an extra planar dimension or another space, you probably shouldn't put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Shit could get fucky putting a portal inside a portal.
I'll put it just in a regular bag.
Okay, I would say with the size of it, because it's a little unwieldy to just put in a bag, but you could probably, if you wanted to take a minute, basically use rope to turn it into it's a mirror backpack situation. Just kind of strap it to your back versus
Like a present wrap and then straps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. And then
No need to make rolls for it. I assume you guys are just kind of taking a quick breather after that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and-
checking sarcophagi.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
So we should probably take this out up top and
try and broker peace with some frost giants.
but then we'll probably also be getting attacked by the other ones.
The
ones that were her, sort of underlings or whatever.
Who seemed to
Right.
be... I got an 18.
18. If you so choose, there are 2 gold pieces in each sarcophagi on the eyes of the dead.
I understand the toll.
Well, some of the dead have been turned to ash or some shit, right? So they don't need their coins.
Yeah, there are 10 gold pieces just on the floor.
I'm not superstitious, but no.
All right.
That's how you get
Who
haunted.
seemed to be winning out there? Who was on...
Oh, definitely the big boys and girls.
Okay, maybe...
They might be more distracted with that than us.
Yeah, I mean, shit was winded. Once they got through the wall, because the majority of the forces, from what it looked like, were up atop the wall or headed that direction. And once that wall came crumbling down, they burst through the mist orchard. And I don't know if you've ever seen a swarm of 17 giants fighting regular-sized people. It went pretty quick.
Oh.
I think there's still some fighting going on, but it was looking heavily leaning in the favor of the giants. I'd imagine they're probably headed here.
How heavy is that? And I point at the head.
It's just regular
Like a
size.
human
with some-
head with antlers on it.
Can I try and lift it?
Yeah, you can lift it. The antlers are the heaviest part.
Would I be able to fly with this?
Yeah, it's like 10 pounds total.
Okay. Do you think that you could get Cholula to the top of a wall?
Probably closer to 15.
I'd like to try.
If we can,
They're
if we
not
can
frozen from the inside.
get.
Well, from this side of the wall, there are stairs. We can just go upstairs to the wall.
I love that about the inside.
All the way to the top?
Yes, that's how you get to the battlements.
Okay. Would be easier to fly, though.
I mean, you can do whatever you'd like, but those of us who are firmly rooted to the ground will have to take the stairs. Or you could try and scale the wall, but that's a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to take the stairs.
It never seems to work out the way we think it's going to.
I'm working
To
on
scale
flying
the
myself,
wall.
honestly. Should we?
Well, the longer we stay here, the closer those giants are probably getting to come take this head. So maybe we should just show it to them.
Right, that's why I'm
that's the
thinking
goal,
the
yeah.
faster I can get this to where they can see it.
Let's just get out
Oh, we
there
could
and
probably
see
just
what it
step
looks like.
like I said, they were headed this way, so we could probably just
Right.
step outside and meet them halfway.
Okay.
You can fly if you want.
I
That'd be
can't
cool.
tell the difference between the rumble from the fighting in here and out there, or if the rumble is getting a bit stronger.
There's
now
a
that-
ringing in my ears that
Oh,
won't stop.
Yeah, no, I imagine as much. Pete, let's go topside. You looking good? You fine?
It's not leaking anymore.
That's a good start.
Cure wounds. First level.
Thank you. You've got nice hands.
Don't
It
say
used-
that or I'll stop.
Okay,
It used to
sorry.
be ghosts. I'm going to start heading up the stairs.
11.
11 points of healing.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Pete's feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
He's still missing an arm, but he's feeling a lot
Yeah.
better.
Oh, hey guys, I currently have 69 hit points.
Hey, nice. We'll see you guys next week. That's where we end the stream.
As you head upstairs, stepping out of the cathedral, you hear the sound of distant armor and weapons clanging against one another. There's an occasional heavy thud that seems to shake the earth beneath your feet. All of you can make either a perception or an insight check.
Okay.
21.
22.
Nat 20. I'm going to go
Perception.
insight.
Nice.
Nice.
These new dices are really.
Everybody rolled above a 15, right? Mm-hmm. Rad. While there is still some fighting taking place in certain areas of the streets, it seems that the giants have basically all but won the battle. You can see, even from this distance, because looking out from, and like at this point, going up, you can see even from stepping out of the crypts that the 7 guards that were standing guard at like the front entry to the steps have since fled and not like run away, but like joined the fray basically.
Right.
So as you step out down the long marble steps in front of the cathedral, you've got a good vantage point looking out. You can basically like see down each main road of the city from here. And you see in some areas, particularly in the Stone Barrow. Hang on, let me look at a map.
The southern wards.
It's actually the northernmost ward. Yeah, Stone Barrow, the noble district, which is like directly to your right as you step outside. You can see most of the knights have already thrown down their weapons and given in. I'm losing all of the words. But yeah.
Surrendered?
Surrendered, yes, thank you. But yeah, and surprisingly, like Pete said, the buildings within the city itself have taken little damage. It seems like after breaking through the outer wall, and you can see there's like, breaking through the gate is putting it lightly. There is like a fissure in the stone where the giants have come through. But it seems like once they made it through, they focused their attacks on the individual paladins and knights, and you actually don't even see any like civilian bodies in the streets from here. On a natural 20, you see charging down the main road between the West Quarter and the Winter Ward, headed straight for Silverlight Park, already about like over halfway there, and just occasionally, you know, knocking aside the stray paladin who comes like running out of an alleyway to try and get like a sneak attack on this massive figure. The bearded giant who spoke and seemed to be kind of leading the charge from outside the walls is making a beeline straight for the cathedral. And that's where we're going to take our break. To enter, for our first giveaway of the evening, for your chance to win this beautiful box of pre-painted mystery minis, Wild Beyond the Witchlight themed, provided to us by our wonderful sponsor, More Fun Comics and Games. Go ahead and type the word Crypt in the chat. CRYPT. You must be a follower of the channel to be eligible to enter. You can't live in Quebec because they have laws against those things. Type Crypt to enter for your chance to win. We will announce the winner when we come back from our break. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. Before we hop back into the game, we have a giveaway winner to announce.
Giveaway.
The winner of this lovely set of pre-painted minis provided to us by More Fun Comics and Games, our local comic book shop. The winner of the More Fun mystery giveaway is With the DM.
With the DM!
Congratulations on your minis.
You've done it.
You've done it. You've won.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, shit.
We have a second shit. Fuck. We have a second giveaway.
If all infomercials had that. But wait, there's more. No!
You said that was all.
You promised.
Our second giveaway of the evening is this beautiful set of resin dice, the Fablefire Fey Candy dice.
Not to be consumed.
Not to be consumed. Don't put them in your mouth. It's not plastic, it's resin. Don't lick it, don't eat it. Just don't do it.
It's not candy, but it's
not
called candy.
really candy, but it's called candy. To enter for your chance to win this beautiful set of dice, handmade by yours truly, go ahead and type the word justice in the chat.
Justice.
Justice. Get it? Because it's the Fairfathers Cathedral.
Justice.
Justice.
We'll announce the winner closer to the end of the stream. So stick around. We'd prefer it if you were here to receive it.
Yeah.
With that, we hop back in. As the Mistwalkers, along with a now one-armed Pete and Genevieve has both her arms, but she's also there, stand at the bottom of the steps of the Cathedral of the Fairfather, as not bounding, but heavily stomping down the main road towards you is this massive 15-foot tall bearded man. As he goes, you see a couple of other figures behind him as well, occasionally kind of like stepping out in front to push off a couple of straggling knights. Others come out and toss their swords and shields down and like pull off their holy symbols and are surrendering. But these ones approach the Mistwalkers on the steps.
I sheathe my short sword.
Yeah. Can you make it glow?
I'm just gonna cast light on the head and like hold it up as high as I can by the antlers.
Okay, you do so. Do you guys say anything as they get within earshot?
We've taken the leader, and I'm gonna use a panache.
Okay. So you're trying
You
to...
stuttered so.
We
We take a panache. We panache.
They just
You're trying
love
to
the way
charm
I
one of them.
stutter. Nah, I'll just tell them. I'm just gonna point out what we did, so that they're not like, "What the fuck is what is
Okay.
this?"
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Cool. Persuade. Persuade.
Persuade.
It's persuasion. So that is a dirty 20.
Nice, not bad at all. as the giant steps forward with long strides and towering over all of you. And it now stands about maybe 20 feet away, but 15 feet tall, still just towering and kind of looking down over all of you.
This is the Pontifex.
Yes.
Was
Correct.
He reaches down and kind of like between two fingers lifts up the head. I guess it would be like in his hands. He's not like huge, but he is giant.
in a corrupted form.
She has become hideous.
She wouldn't agree.
You've done this city a service. Did you find the heart?
The what now?
Sorry?
The heart?
The heart of Brildock, Pale Raw. Is it within the cathedral?
We weren't searching for that. We were here to liberate the civilians here from the tyranny that was the Pontifex.
If you tell us what it looks like, we can go in and find it.
Yeah. A bit more available for these doorways.
Kind of like looks at the doorways. I think you could probably fit in the entrance and into the main area, but yeah, anywhere past that is going to be a struggle.
I find this agreeable. I have not seen the heart myself, but I am told it radiates a brilliant heat and light from within.
Okay. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna...
And light. Heat and light.
We shall wait here.
He kind of like leans back, places his axe in front of him and kind of like leans onto it.
Do not worry. Anyone who did not raise a sword against us was spared.
Thank you.
Is it still warm?
It's getting cooler quickly.
Bad times.
I think we
I'd
should
say
check.
I'd say the temperature has dropped about like 20 degrees.
I think we should check the room. Maybe.
The Pontifex's room.
Yeah. Unless we
That's
can
the
sort of,
start.
We probably just need to kind of spread out. Could be in
sort
lower
of,
chambers.
feel it or whatever.
The sacrificial chamber could also be a good spot.
We'll be right back.
I must tend to my wounded. If you come in search of us with the heart in tow, ask for Storvold. That is myself.
Storvold, with the Mistwalkers. We'll see you in a bit.
I hope so.
He takes the head of the Pontifex and places it into a bag
Tight.
and goes to entreat with his troops.
I like that one.
Oh, he seems agreeable. I'm gonna like get into the building a little bit. This is what's keeping the city warm, right?
The city is getting cold as we speak.
I think maybe it was the Pontifex herself.
Right.
I do want to clarify. It's a steady. It's not like I'm being confusing. It's not a steady decline, but there's like a definite seeming like draft basically from the portion of wall that was knocked down. But it doesn't seem like the temperature is like rapidly dropping and continuing to drop. It's like it dropped 20 degrees and is holding.
Oh, like maybe the walls themselves have runes or something that have been
Maybe.
But it's where the walls are knocked down is where the cold is coming in, you say?
Seems that way.
Okay. So,
Did we clarify that this is like older dwarven stuff, or was this like a human city?
No, this is a human city.
Okay. Just look for any room that looks like a god could stand post. Really.
I'll start searching for something radiating light and heat.
I'm
Okay.
gonna check for her bedroom.
Absolutely. So, for the sake of brevity,
Yeah, I'll check the sacrifice chamber.
yeah, go ahead and make some investigation checks.
I'll
Everybody.
check where people aren't going.
Nope.
7.
14.
3.
Okay.
We came in a different door last time, and I'm completely turned around.
You find your way to the Pontifex's chambers, but they are the door is closed and locked.
Oh, okay. I would like to unlock it.
Yeah, make a thieves' tools check.
Thief.
So I add my
Prof
proficiency. 23.
23, easily. With your thieves' tools whisk, you manage to get the door open and step inside to the High Pontifex's chambers. Make one more investigation check.
That's a nat 1.
Oof.
Oh,
Stepping across the threshold, you find yourself in a once lavishly decorated stone room that is now almost barren. There are pillars that rise up 40 feet to the vaulted ceilings, and dusty, like, remnants on the wall where portraits and paintings were once hung. But the room is now empty.
Ugh. Okay.
There's like a bare bed frame with no mattress on it any longer.
Yeah.
And you can see it's actually kind of like broken in the center, as if something very heavy were on it at some point.
Yeah. Okay. Not here.
However, even on a natural 1, with this room fully cleared out, there is one painting left that is gashed and slashed, but it depicts a feminine form, and but yeah, bits of the canvas like droop and flaps and obscure the figure's face, and you can't really make out anything on the painting. But it's very strange being in this like barren stone room with just like some wooden scraps and then this strange defaced painting on the wall.
Can I try to like put the flaps up and see what it looks like?
Putting the flaps up, you see a beautiful elven woman with, she's dressed in white and silver robes with, like, depicted with one hand holding a holy symbol of the circle with the half moon inside that you know to be the symbol of the Fair Father. And long, kind of like platinum blonde hair that goes down past the waist. And yeah, it's just depicting a beautiful elven woman that I would say you could surmise was once what the Pontifex looked like.
Okay. Huh. Well, it's not here. I'm gonna step back out into the hall if you wanna.
All right. The rest of you searching around, each of you find the equivalent of about 5 gold pieces in change around, but no glowing light sources or anything of that nature.
If I, like, okay. Thinking about temple-minded people, can I try and figure out where other temples would keep an artifact like that?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I have a question.
What's up?
You said that the way that the dome and all of this is set up, that is this a place where like there's a sun that's always shining?
Oddly enough, no.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was the thing or if that was somewhere else.
No, it is lit in such a way as if the sun were out. Fucking lit, bro.
Yeah.
Place.
But the sky is still cloudy.
Okay.
It's like tinted blue in spaces. It's like there's a strange sort of glamour over the city to like make it feels warm, so they wanted to make it look like the sky was blue and sunny, but it's
kind of
not perfect.
It'd be gross if it were like overcast and warm.
Exactly.
It'd be like, my
That
brain
happens
would-
in Texas
yeah.
half the
Every
year.
day.
I think we've all agreed that this place is gross.
Except right
The worst
now,
part is
in
when
which
it's overcast and then the
freezing.
sun starts to set and then there's just like harsh yellow light and overcast.
Yeah.
The worst. Garbage.
Yeah.
Never come here.
You can't tell. You lose depth perception.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to say
Yeah, if you want to hang out or whatever.
23.
We can meet somewhere else. 23?
Yeah.
We're in a lead-lined room from Texas, right?
On a 23, Alma, you kind of like, you go from the second floor ritual room and make your way back down into the main, like the nave, as it's called, this like main entry area with all of the stained glass. And you're pondering like where in a cathedral this type of artifact would go, where they would keep it, where they would conceal it. And then you think about the city of warmth in the north, this one bastion of livable space in this wintry nightmare of a landscape. There's this little beacon of hope, and none of the sewers go outside of the city. There's got to be some sort of power source that's warming this place. Like the more that you
They're burning shit.
the more that you think about what is like the fact that what they've been what the temple has been spouting is basically that it is the justice of the Fairfather that keeps the city warm. And you're quickly gathering that like that's bullshit, because the highest person in the church was clearly corrupt and some other shit was going on there, but the warmth remains. So like, yeah, sure, maybe there's a god who's favoring this city for some reason. God of justice doesn't seem likely. More likely, it is arcane means. There is some sort of arcane engine or power source that is keeping this space warm.
Yeah.
You know, if this was a dwarven build, I could probably find it no problem. But, alas.
Pete and Genevieve rejoin you there as well. I'm not finding anything.
Yeah, it seems like they got out in a hurry to fight. The barracks are even empty.
Pete, you said you sent the civilians into the sewers, correct? Oh, yeah. Is there a way for them to get out of the city down there? I don't know. I just put them down. Like, that's just what we were doing.
Oh, no.
Is there
no.
an exit?
There is here, actually. There's a room here that we could...
But not out to outside, like the...
No, not to the outside of the walls.
Oh, that's weird.
But
Can I hear machinery of any kind?
Make a perception check.
22?
22. It is dead silent in the cathedral. Well, I mean, we should probably go down there and gather up those people, right?
Yeah, at the very least. I'm just trying to mull it over here. At least the dog made it. Yeah, follow me. And I'll take them to where we snuck in before and pull the statue away.
Yeah.
I broke this.
You go, the statue is still broken. However, there's no more seam in the wall. Where before you had pulled it to open this space, there's it's like the stone itself was mended or something.
But we came in through here. I'm sure of it. Because I broke it.
Should I blast it open? Maybe they sealed it up after you guys got in.
Yes.
Sure, yeah, if you have that.
All right, stand back, everybody.
Okay.
Okay. And Pete pulls out 3 of his potions, starts like shaking them in his hand, grabs a couple more, just like places it all down, and then turns and like runs and ducks around a corner. And a couple moments later, he like has like one finger in his ear and the other one like against his remaining bit of shoulder. And then there's this loud concussive that just like ripples through the space. You see dust coming off of the wall and waves around you as the shock wave from the blast just kind of like echoes down. And after the dust settles for a moment, peering around the corner, you see a massive hole has been blasted in the wall.
Maybe.
Oh, it is still here. This was the right spot.
Just about spent after that on what I brought with me, so I'll have to craft some more stuff tonight, but...
That's, thank you. You could have used
Yeah.
2 or 3 less than you did, I think.
No, I think that's what it took.
Yeah. I go.
let's head
I
down.
head down there.
All right. You head into the familiar space now of this like strange dusty hallway that leads down to a door that is chained and closed and locked from this side.
I break this chain to the best of my ability.
Yeah, easy enough. Taking the time, it takes you like maybe 5 minutes, just beating it over and over again.
I was just gonna put a sword in it and wrap it until it got really tight, and then just like hit the lever.
Yeah.
Or the halberd, probably the halberd.
Perfect. Yeah.
Good.
You break the chain and pass through the doorway and find yourselves once again in the sewers of Chillrun.
Wasn't there
They used to make cheese down here.
Really?
So we came
Amongst the shit?
in. Yeah, don't eat cheese in Chillrun. I think
Is
we took a
there
right to get here, and then there was kind of a secret wall.
is there an area that we can find the flow?
Yeah, for sure.
Where is it? What direction is it going?
I make
I
a
would like
little-
to follow the flow.
I make a little boat.
Oh,
Yeah. Out of what?
popsicle
You
sticks.
tell me.
You tell me. What do you have? Some tender? You make a tender boat?
Yes.
I have some. 4
We
yards
can
of
just throw.
membrane.
I just throw like a couple matches onto the water.
Yeah. And yeah, there is a bit of a flow. And as you follow the flow, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
Ooh, I
There's
like that.
there's another room. Wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a chamber that was hidden for the civilians to go into, right?
No, I mean in that space where we got into the cathedral the first time.
Yeah, we
It's
got
like a
in.
small hallway.
Yeah, we got in and then we took a
17.
right to get behind the statue, and to the left there was kind of nothing. Why, of all nights, when we get lobs, do I have to cough so bad? Why? It's like my mustache hairs.
Just eat.
But can I check that other room that we like so there's the room or the hall that led to the cathedral through the wall, and there was another room there.
On the left, yeah.
It was empty,
Yeah.
right?
There were like some crates, some empty crates last time. And like a couple of footprints in the dust.
But what if it wasn't empty? Right? Because
we could double check.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but before we leave here, we should check every,
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of
Go ahead,
feel
make
around
some-
for fake walls.
Some investigation checks. And for sure, as you're
5.
checking out the space.
An investigator for sure.
12.
After we're done adventuring,
12.
Cholula becomes a detective.
Private detective.
Pay her by the hour.
Cholula PI.
Oh, it's taking me a while.
12 and 12 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an empty hallway. Looks like it was at one time used for storage and sewer access, but was sealed off after someone infiltrated the cathedral through it.
Okay.
It was good instincts, I'm sure. I'm just going to keep kind of feeling on like the right side of the wall, just for any fake walls.
Yeah.
I'll do the same on the left, like following the stuff.
Okay. Did you guys already make your survival checks with advantage?
This one did.
I did.
Oh, I didn't know if we
17.
were all doing it.
Yeah, I'd say you all can because you're all kind of following the flow of we'll call it water.
18.
Oh,
18,
hot
Yes.
dang. 22.
22. Yeah, you follow this particular flow for some time. It seems to be from here flowing to the west, westernly direction. And you do notice that there's a slight slope even to the ground where you walk within this portion of the sewer.
I think we should see where it all goes.
I mean, we had been down here before looking for exits, but I wasn't looking for the core of the place. I'm just going to keep bumping the wall to see if any of them go through.
We have a map of Children, don't we? Oh, we're being
Being
raided
raided again.
Hi.
We just finished a hefty combat, and
Now
we
we're
have
in the shitter.
we do have an active giveaway if anybody's interested in winning a lovely set of handmade dice that I made myself. You can type the word justice in the chat, and you got to be a follower of us here on the Arcanarama Twitch. It's free to do, doesn't cost you anything, and that's how you enter. Thank you guys so much for the follows, and shout out to second class elitist for the follow, or for the raid. Excuse me.
Ask the chat if you need to know anything, and get in our about section.
They're very sweet.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the Gilded Flask for our first raid. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, continuing through the sewers, you're following the flow of shit.
Yeah.
We have a map of
Well, there were matches floating in
Yeah,
the
but
shit.
I don't think it has a sewer.
No, I don't.
But it does have a
Right.
distance.
But you're headed westward from the
Yeah.
cathedral
Yeah.
underground at this point. So you kind of you get the sense that you're passing, beneath Silverlight Park at this point.
Heading towards the center.
And you get to a certain point where the flow comes to a wall, and there's like a small grate that it flows through. But there's just like a walled portion.
I don't remember.
And
Running into this.
there are halls that cut to the right and left at this position, north and south, I should say, at this position as well.
If you guys want to mess with this, I'm going to check a little bit. I'm going to go down to the right and just see like around, just if it's useless, if it all kind of comes this way.
Yeah.
How
No,
big is the grate?
the grate. It's maybe 3 feet by 2 feet.
Big enough for a person to slide through.
If you wanted to do that, yeah.
Does it go down? I'm
Make a
sorry.
perception.
I can't see my brain pictures right
Sure.
now.
Make a perception check.
I've never seen you make that face before. To go down.
For those of you just joining us, Sam has aphantasia.
Yeah.
I'll let you Google that.
10.
10. It's hard to see. It's like the flow goes in and down, but there's also like a wall just back for like maybe 2 feet away from it.
Oh, you go with that. I'll continue
There's like a
thinking
little
about
shit
what the...
waterfall happening in front of a back wall, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it goes.
So
down.
there's like a double decker. like so.
Come on.
There's probably a couple, yeah.
Hey, come on.
So like there's a wall sandwich.
Don't
and
say
in
sandwich.
between is
It's a
Dookie.
shit
Two
sandwich
walls.
with
This,
all bread.
yeah, one of the walls has.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a shit sandwich.
Sorry, I thought it was like a grate that you could pop out and then like go out the other side.
It's a
and
grate
then
that you
said-
could attempt to pop out and then slide down a waterfall of shit, but who knows how far it goes, you know?
You do have wings though.
Oh, but I don't want him to get poopy.
500 yards
radiant.
of shit.
For some reason,
Wait
I
a
was
second.
fine with it until the
Never-
word poopy happened. Silas, you make your way to the right.
I hear the Alma just like, oh, poopy.
And I'll
Down
say,
for like 10, 20 minutes now.
I'll say no roll required, because you guys seem pretty suspicious and on the level at this point. You get the sense, you come to another flow, that this one is flowing kind of southwest from the northeast portion of the city. And it also meets a grate. There seems to be this large, like continuing just a little bit further, there's this maybe like 30-foot sections of wall that make this sort of hexagonal shape of this just like weird pillar in the center that all of this is flowing into.
I'm gonna lean back around the corner. I think this is it, and like slap the wall of this hexagon. This is a room that we're looking at.
What is this? Is there anything around us, like a way to get to like street level?
Yeah,
the area?
it's maybe like 50 feet away from you from the point that you came from initially. There's
Thackers?
not that one, no. There is a ladder that leads up to a manhole cover.
I think we should see if there's a building up on top of this.
Right. I don't see any doors or any kind of like
You can make an investigation check if you
bars or anything. This is not the time. 10. 10. The most interesting roll in D&D.
The most average roll of all.
Flip a coin and it lands on its side.
No, you don't see any doors or anything like that.
All right, yeah. And then I'll jog back up and grab the ladder.
Okay. Climbing up the ladder, you get to the top, and the manhole has been sealed shut.
Oh, I forgot.
Right.
So,
I've been traveling.
I have a
west
question.
For a while.
I have an answer.
Mending.
It doesn't work in reverse, if that's what you're
Rending.
Just write that down for a homebrew spell.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I
do.
still got some stuff.
Obviously, not oddly, but as you kind of climb up and are pushing up on the manhole cover and remember, like, oh shit, they've welded these shut. Start making your way down. You do hear like some heavy, heavy footfalls overhead of just like giants making their way through the city.
So we're in the middle of a street. They're not walking over buildings, through buildings.
Right.
We just need to find the
Do they
entry.
seem like they're going around the area where this hexagon is?
No,
I'm gonna.
They're walking over, so it's
Directly
just
over
more
us.
street above us?
seems to be.
I'm gonna go back down the ladder and just run my hand along the wall of this hexagon and see if I can get like fall through.
Yeah, make another investigation check. If anyone would like to aid Silas in this endeavor,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
gonna
give
help.
him advantage, or you can make a roll as well.
Roll with advantage.
If I take off the grate, do I feel like my body could fit?
It's a natural 20.
If the grate were removed, probably.
Oh.
Natural 20.
It was a 10, the most interesting roll in D&D, and then a 20.
Hell yeah.
So incredible.
Silas, you're making your way around. You get to the opposite side from where you initially came from the cathedral. And as you're moving your hand along, you feel a brick that feels kind of loose.
Ooh, touch it.
Yeah, I kind of like go back to it and like give it a squeeze.
Yeah, give it a squeeze. It's not squishy.
What is-
It's still brick.
Oh, good.
But
That would have been bad.
I was afraid it was a boob.
but you can see that it's not connected to the mortar.
I'm gonna press in.
Yeah, you got to press in. It moves in a little bit. There's no like click or anything.
I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna pull the brick out.
Yeah, you pull the brick out. Make it. I'm just kidding. You pull the brick out, and inside there's this little
Nothing. Sorry.
there's this little inlet, and because you do have dark vision now,
I have the devil's side.
yeah, you
Uses
see
them for seeing.
you see this like thin cylindrical wooden handle.
No one's around me, right?
I'm nearby
I
because
would
I
say
was
only,
helping you.
Oh, yeah,
maybe
we
the
went
help
like the
action,
other
so
way.
she's with you. Pete and Genevieve went the other way and eventually come around.
There's a handle in here.
Oh,
Should I touch it?
I mean, I was just going to say, if I lose an arm, please don't go the way of Pete.
should I grab it?
That's funny.
I mean, with my mage
We
hand.
can figure something
Oh,
out.
that
Does
could
it seem
be
like a
safe.
trap?
Just make an investigation check.
Just do the mage hand
I'm
thing.
very good at investigating, we all know.
As we
we've-
know.
We've proven.
I'll help look for
That's a nat 20
Where were these earlier?
on the other side.
Cholula, looking in, you see there are very few mechanisms present. But on a natural 20, looking in, you see that there is the handle itself, and behind it, inset into the stone, are these two circular holes. And you also make note
No fighting.
Bilious. You also make note of a button on either side of the handle. You get the sense that if you were to... this seems like the kind of handle that you have to kind of like pull and twist. But you get the sense that if you were to do that and not push the buttons at the same time, something's going to come out of those holes.
Okay. Oh no, you see right here, if you just pull it, arrows right there. So, whoever, We can push the buttons while you pull the lever. It has to all happen at once.
All
These
right.
are my button pushers.
I'm gonna kind of like
I only have
pull
one.
my hand back into my sleeve a bit, and then out of that would come the. Do I still have the mage hand thing?
No.
Did we take that with the shadow?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if
That,
we were
that
just
was part of
reflavoring it.
your former dark gift.
Cool. Okay, I'll do that. Fine, I'll just
I'll
do
push
that.
the buttons.
Okay. Only you press the buttons on the side. Or all three of you. Mistwalkers as a whole.
Yeah,
Could you
we're
squat?
in this together now.
Could you squat down? I have to
Oh,
pull.
yeah.
Yes.
You should
thank
maybe duck your head just in case we don't all do it the same.
Are we counting to 3?
3, 2, 1, go!
You pull and twist.
Yeah.
You pull and like start. you try and twist counterclockwise and it doesn't go.
Yeah.
And you go clockwise and it works.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a click, and then a rumble, as the entirety of the stone wall of this section of the hexagon begins lowering, and
I'll pull out my sword.
you can see what you didn't see before are the seams on either side of this wall where it meets the other walls that just look like regular grouting, as the entire wall lowers, and you find yourselves looking into a dark stairwell that kind of wraps around in straight sections leading downward around this hexagonal space. Looking down, it's further than 60 feet because none of you can see the bottom from here.
Okay.
Well,
Probably down there, huh?
Probably down. I hope it's not. If we get down there and it's like flesh-eating bugs or giant mechanical war machine.
your imagination
It's gonna be
is way
if
worse
it's
than
down
what's
there.
probably
It's
down
gonna be
there.
pretty far, right? Because he said it would give off bright light.
Oh,
Yeah.
also I should note that there are there are waterfalls of refuse on each of the walls that kind of splash down, but the stairs are set out from those. So they're not, it's not just like splashing onto the stairs.
You really got to earn this one.
Why here? Why here? Here?
I'm trying to not open my mouth as much as really what
He
it
said
is.
that it would like glow with a bright light, didn't he? The heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Off we go
Yeah.
into the pitch black
I
darkness.
pull out my umbrella.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you make it big for all of us?
All right.
Big umbrella.
Big umbrella.
I have to
Big
say that
umbrella.
word. So maybe if I just say it once, then
Yeah.
we.
Okay.
Big,
Big.
umbrella.
Oh, it like kind of hits the wall a bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, I was going to drift down on it, but if no one else is going to join me, get in.
Okay.
You all begin making your way down the steps. As you travel down and down and down, eventually you come to a place where,
120 feet is Devil's Sight.
oh, nice. That's good to know.
When we get in that range.
It was further than that.
Okay.
But after you travel about 80 feet downward, you do see the bottom. And actually, all of you begin to see this soft glow from what looks to be a tunnel that leads to the
Ladybug.
west. Hello, Ladybug. That leads to further west from your current position. And you see all of these streams coalesce here into a channel in the center that flows down this direction as well.
So what we're going to want to do here is build a 200-foot shit tunnel. Okay? So stairs need to go all the way because people are going to come down here. I got to tell you.
For maintenance.
Oh, we
Scott
got-
Patrick Warburton was the contractor for this.
It's all going to coalesce right here in this area. All the shit's going to join here. Something important's going to be stored down there.
Very powerful.
It's just my vision. I don't want any sewers in this place.
Oh no.
I want it right here. Just standing in it.
Following the long hallway, the light becomes brighter and brighter, and it seems there's this sort of like reddish golden light that pulses almost. as I scroll through my notes.
As he scrolls.
Scrolling through your notes.
Scrolling through
Taking your time. I get it.
I get everything.
I get it. Sometimes you gotta scroll through your notes.
This is why he tries to kill us.
Well, if we just sat here like good boys and girls.
Continuing along. I do appreciate filling the dead air.
Anytime.
It's humid down here, you know?
You step into, it is actually very warm here. You step into another hexagonal chamber, and at the center are these golden chains that seem to wrap over to these like large hooks set into the stone and floor itself around this massive beating heart that gives off this sort of reddish golden glow. Like the heart itself is deep red, but it gives off this almost golden light. And you can see that the golden light is kind of siphoned and seems to be drawn towards these kind of platinum wires that feed like over to the walls in each of the corners and then up and then disappear into the stonework above.
What is the nature of this heart?
Make a nature check
Do I
to
get
see
the
like what
impression-
type of being it came from.
Yeah.
Do I get the impression that these are heading to the walls? Out of the... Is this arterial, or is it just strings coming away from the heart?
You can make
Fucking one.
an intelligence
Jesus
check.
Christ.
Ups and downs.
Yeah. Tell
it's-
you what.
It's a little distracting because when you have this brief thought of what creature did this come from, and as you're standing there thinking that, it suddenly beats. And as it does, there's this wave of warm energy that you feel just kind of pass over you, and you can see that yes, the flow goes directly beneath and seems to be being absorbed by this heart.
It's shit-powered hot. Are we
You
supposed to
can't do
stab
that. You can't do that to a thing.
it? We're supposed to stab it, or we're just supposed to take it up. It seems like chained.
The
I think that
giants
big guy
seem
wanted it, right?
to want it back.
Like, still beaten.
I don't know.
I mean, how?
I don't think we can make that happen. Is this a giant heart?
No, it's much too big for that.
It's too big to be a giant heart?
It's got about a 10-foot diameter.
How are we supposed to...
We could tell them where it is.
I'm small.
Did I get a... What was I supposed to roll to see? I think we were stopped.
I wish there was like an appraisal situation. Make an intelligence check.
I was trying to see if those go to the wall.
Yeah. Like to the...
You said there are platinum strings coming out of it? Were those...
no. So there's platinum wires that are inlaid into the ground that do reach to the walls, like to the corners of the hexagon where they meet, and then up, and then they disappear into the stonework of the ceiling.
Yeah, do I get the impression that that feeds to the wall?
I
To
would
the
say
walls above
yeah,
the city?
I would say no rolls required, having reached the literal heart of the city. You get the sense that this being in place here and being, fed a stream of stuff, of matter, is what is powering the city and keeping it warm. Not the love of a god or the protection of a deity, but this strange arcane heart that feeds off of the city's refuse and keeps it warm in return.
Okay,
Maybe the
so
cheese isn't that bad.
if we dismantle this,
The city is cold and there is no refuge.
everyone freezes.
But if we go up there empty-handed... Right, okay, so the silence kind of fills... That's
Yeah.
what we would sound like after a beating, I think.
But now we know where it is and they don't. And that could help us to negotiate with them.
How much you guys think this thing weighs?
How much do I think it weighs?
It's 10 feet wide, yes?
Do you guys remember that whale in a tree.
It's smaller than that.
Well, smaller than the whale, but probably about as big as its heart.
You think like
Like the size of a whale.
less than like 500 pounds?
Less
I would
than
be
500
surprised,
pounds.
but it could be tissue.
You'd be surprised if it was less than 500 pounds or more.
Less. I'd be surprised if it were less.
Well,
You
I can
could
carry that much.
You want to give it a shot?
Do you think you could lift it onto a disc?
Do you think?
I probably could.
I can make like a little disc, and if we could put it on there.
If it weighs less than 500 pounds, I could give it a damn good shot.
Don't put your back out.
I mean, we could
I'm not
Probably
going
gotta
to
get
put
these
my
chains
back
off
out.
of it first.
we could
Well, yeah.
all
Right.
do it together.
But as we determined, if we do that, city goes cold.
And so do we.
And people continue to freeze.
Oh shit, they probably don't have like even fireplaces here, right?
There would be no reason to.
No, yeah. We could set them on another pilgrimage to another place.
They might. Whenever you went inside the places when we first got here, was there a fireplace? Any chimneys? I mean, it's a nice.
Aesthetically, yes, but I don't think it's something that's putting things out. Right?
I don't know if it's going to combat as cold as it gets here.
I mean, if you're inside and you got fire, it's.
Maybe, I mean, we have a couple of options. We could just, maybe lie and tell the giants we didn't find anything that matched the description that they gave us. Or we could tell them that we did find it and, tell them the truth about what will happen when we remove it and see if they'll let us get our people to safety.
I like that one better, because I think they know why the city is as warm as it is. If we say we didn't find it, they're going to be bullshit. And then they're
I
gonna
would
see.
love to get, a second opinion on, not a second opinion, but, well, I guess technically it would be. I've heard the history of Chill Run as it is told by the Temple of the Fair Father, I heard about frequent ice giant attacks, but no one ever talks about why the ice giants were attacking. I'd like to get their side of things.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, it kind of seemed like they were saying that this was theirs and they wanted it back.
It does seem that way.
Right, but couldn't there be a way that the ice giants win and the people who have spent their entire lives here or are passing through here, couldn't all of these parties win?
Yeah, they seemed
so.
they
At
seemed
once.
non-partial to the ones that didn't raise a sword, as they put it.
I mean,
Exactly.
And these people that want to survive in the warmth will not raise a sword.
Right.
It seemed like they could be reasonable enough to maybe let us plead a case, and if the answer's no, do we tell them where it is but we can't carry it? Have them find a way to get down here?
Right. Well, if the answer is no, then we plead a case for some allowance of time to relocate the people who live here and
Absolutely.
give them a location. But I think, given that, we did take down their public enemy number one, and it couldn't hurt for the frost giants who live here to get a better reputation with the people who live on the continent and possibly be added to some trade routes that would come through here if it was safer and more accessible. Maybe all of these things could work out together as long as they're willing to allow that this heart remains
I like
here.
that.
Yeah, build it like a kind of a joint community.
They seemed reasonable from the start.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
The humans and the goblins and the orcs did it in Suntu Core. Why not giants and other folk here?
Well,
And
if they could at least let us find a way to get people out of here before they get this heart back, or, wait until spring.
Or perhaps if maybe the ache is the manner in which the heat occurs, then perhaps somebody could come up with a better way to make that keep happening without it being...
I gotta say, this was not something that I was expecting
No,
it to
seems
be.
bad,
Yeah.
feels bad.
Yeah, the shit ends here, is what we should say
Ends.
when we go up there.
Very efficient, though.
I do wonder
No, did you
if
hear me? I
maybe-
said the shit ends here. It's
Yes.
Right.
Cholula, actually all of you really quickly, make either an Arcana or Perception check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
What is fucking happening?
I think
don't
you've outrolled Taylor in this episode.
Here's the thing, is that finally in this life, my recompense for all of the shit rolls I've ever had is coming.
All the 20s.
You've got one of the DM's dice in prison. You have been blessed.
You're never getting this back.
Get back as soon as you leave the room.
I'm gonna eat it.
No, don't put it in your mouth.
It's a 23. 15 plus 8 is a
22
23.
perception.
Damn, all over 20. All of you, as you're having this conversation and kind of ruminating on this clearly, once sacred object or item or thing that is being literally shit upon. Looking down, you see that the river that is flowing is below the line that it normally would be at. There have been a lot of people fleeing the city as of late because things have been getting more and more strict. And you'll recall, whenever you left the cathedral last, it started to snow within the city.
Yeah.
Last time you were here. That's not normal in Chillrun. You get the sense that people have been fleeing this place and it hasn't been getting the nourishment that it requires to output heat, and so the heating hasn't been as efficient.
Okay.
Really just, there's so many eggshells.
I mean,
It's a heart powered by shit.
You get the
There's
sense
no
that-
eggshells. I'll call it like it is.
You get the sense
it's
that
not
people-
getting enough poopy. There's not enough people to run the sewer system that keeps the city warm.
The city's
so it's
not
stable.
regular enough.
Right. So
so I think we just got to talk to them and see if they'll let us get everyone out of here before the
shit runs out.
shit runs out.
You also probably
That
get the
is-
sense on a natural 20 that when all of the people making the cheese that were staying down here were evacuated, major support source of energy lost.
what, were they all fucking lactose intolerant?
Hey,
They were eating sewer cheese.
they were eating cheese in the air of a poo. You know what I mean? Like, passers-by, we'll call them.
And people say we're not professionals.
We're not. I'm a people, I say that. They poo the cheese.
I do think that this item should be returned, but I also think that it would be a massive detriment to lose all of the foundation that could exist here by losing a safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it doesn't help that it could take months or years for people to find out that Chillrun isn't warm anymore.
And that's maybe the reason why is because they stole this.
I understand, correct, that the people who built Chillrun stole this?
Yes.
Right, no, I completely agree with that being the capability. I just don't think that we should leave without brokering some manner of arrangement.
What you said earlier was spot on. We go up there and we say we're running out of shit and time.
I don't know if we need to say how the cheese
Hey,
gets
I agree,
made.
Hey, I agree, but eventually we're gonna bring this hot up there, and there's gonna be shit in the veins. You know what I mean? What did you do? Well, earlier when we said it's all fine, we pooped in it on the way up. Like,
Right, no, I think that maybe we just ended at a simple, clearly an item sacred to you has been
desecrated.
tragically disrespected.
Let's speaking of, could we?
Yeah,
I
we can
agree.
leave.
Let's go
I'd like to
negotiate.
leave.
I want to get out of this.
I don't.
My eyes are turning very red. You can feel.
Don't worry, this mine is like a steel trap. I'll remember how to get back here. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Is he fucking?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
He's a trooper, by the way. If I lost an arm, it would be the only thing I talked about.
Dirty 20. If I have a headache, it's the only thing I talk
I mean, you
about.
get this weird sense that Pete was hoping to lose more.
Yeah, not a weird sense. The part where he screamed "honorable death" or something.
He whispered that to himself, I think.
Yeah, but he also, that was the basis on which he agreed to help us.
Listen, I've been alive a long time.
Yeah, we have a lot of time to talk up these stairs, really.
Insight check.
Can the viewers hear my bones crack through the slav? It was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. No, he seems on the level.
Okay.
As far as you've known Pete, he's been the crack of a whip every time.
Steel trap.
Yeah, he's got quite the keen mind.
Sharp as a tack on the seat.
You begin making your way up and out of the sewer.
Yeah.
So, which exit do you guys want to try? Do you want to try and like retrace your steps back to the cathedral and exit from there? Or are you trying to get to the manhole cover that Alma disintegrated in the west quarter?
Is that closer to where we are now?
Yeah, that one. We moved west to get
Oh,
here,
yeah, we
so,
did, didn't
it's
we?
probably closer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do that one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you're literally in
In the center of the city,
of the city.
But more westerly than the east cathedral.
It's true, yeah.
So,
What was his name? Swarm Jorn. Something like that?
excuse me?
Swam John, yes.
Swam John. Swam
No,
John.
What was his name? Do you think Cameron would do that with his mouth? to
Yes.
name
Great
a character?
question.
Yeah,
Great
he would do it
question
so that we
to-
wouldn't be able to figure out how to spell it.
It's a great question to mull over on your way out of the sewers.
Yeah.
If anybody wrote that name down.
I don't know how to read.
Swan. It wasn't a name as much as you make a sound and then move your mouth.
The best part is I have it right here in front of me.
I
And I will not be
know.
telling you. You'll have to remember.
I'll do a history check, I guess.
Wow.
Okay, make a history check.
Drown.
Swam John.
Cholula's just walking up the stairs like, swound, drown?
16.
Swound.
16 is enough. His name was Storvold.
Storvold.
Samsonite. I was way off.
That was so close. Tell me again.
Swound, drown.
Tell me again.
Storm.
Stormvold.
Storvold.
Storvold.
Storvuld. Storvold.
Storvold.
Storvold. Swound, drown.
And you would also recall on a 16 history check from something that happened like 30 minutes ago that the thing that you were searching out that you found is called the Heart of Breldock Paleroar.
What?
Does that name ring any bells of any sort?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Is it dwarven in nature?
Not Dwarven. No.
Okay, I didn't know if it was one of those dwarven dragon types.
Yeah, what is that? What is that first name? Braldark?
Breldock.
Brill.
Brelldok. Breldock. And Paleroar is spelled exactly how you'd think.
Disadvantage 13.
Rar. A.
Nice.
W.
It does not ring any bells. No.
Pale rar.
That's just a +2. I was surprised at that.
It means I love you.
Swound.
You make your way back to a ladder that leads you up into the west quarter streets of Chillrun. Along the way, you run into a grouping of hundreds of people who are sheltered down here.
Right.
And I'm going to make a quick insight check to see if any of them realize that you are not also taking shelter down here. That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
We look like hot.
You are swarmed by people who are like, is it safe? Can we, is it safe to, again, just like all around you questions like, have you seen my husband?
Yeah, hey, just 1 second.
I think. Can I use the rings?
Shut up!
Hey,
Sorry,
whoa,
go ahead.
whoa.
Can I use the rings to tell them, like, if they won't attack anyone who hasn't attacked them, maybe we should tell people to start leaving now. That they're safe and they should just get out.
I'm going to use
Get
the
out of
ring to
here.
say, like, could be a stronger case for the heart needs to keep these people alive for a little bit longer.
The people who have traveled so far in this weather have frozen to death.
Wasn't that more people that were, like, waiting outside trying to get in? Because people made it from here to...
Yeah.
Right, but this is
Court.
the coldest part of, like, we just entered the coldest part of winter.
Yeah.
So
It's
people,
the beginnings of winter. It's not the coldest part of winter.
right.
It's just you're almost as far north as you can get on Kavora, and it gets very cold here very fast. Technically, we're like just exiting autumn into winter, and that there was like a blizzard that kicked up as you were on your way in.
Either way, these people could be used as a see what taking this could be. Whether they want to take it or not, they are being presented with evidence of innocence.
Right, but
Innocence without swords, should I?
So do we bring him with us?
Yes.
we can bring them up. They're not in danger right now.
Yes.
Okay.
They should take shelter in a place that isn't covered in shit. And I'll say that outside of the ring.
You all share like a very long, knowing look. Genevieve, I think, has a ring as well.
Yeah.
And is like in this too, and Pete's just like looking at all of you and nodding.
I'm looking
We're
at his
making
armhole.
strong expressions right now.
Yeah, Pete, like at this point, has like tied up with his mage hand and his remaining hand tied up his sleeve.
Pete, if you could help anyone up the ladder that can't, we're going to make our way out first for negotiations.
How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
Genevieve,
Just push people with.
could you?
You have a thing that can lift 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just floats around behind me. It's just like a little floating disc.
Figure it out. I don't know. We're going to go talk to giants.
These people got down here. They could probably get out.
Okay, Pete. Thank you.
By the way, I'm the reason most of these people are fucking down
I
here
know.
in the first
Thank
place.
you,
You're welcome.
Pete. I was just trying to give everyone a task.
You all looked like you were pretty intently staring at one another. What's the plan here?
Now's a bad time to fill you in, but
Yes.
we will fill you in.
We will.
I'm just...
There's still like a
I'm
group
gonna
of people
raise
around you that are like, what? So we should stay here.
I'm gonna raise my hands up to everyone to like fucking just listen for
Make
a
a persuasion
second.
check.
Okay. Persuade.
That child starts crying.
Oh, that explains a lot.
At dis
Oh.
or advantage?
Yeah,
Just
what
a
did you
regular
say?
straight roll.
Why did I roll twice?
I don't know.
That's a great question. Roll a third time and take that one.
Okay.
Well, the mic wouldn't.
It's
pick
the
that
same
up
dice. It
Yeah.
hasn't
it's-
changed. Weight.
Persuasion is gonna be a 19.
Yeah, the crowd hushes as
Okay.
Tallulah raises her hand. They actually kind of like step back from the five of you in an arc and are listening intently.
Okay. Everyone, we are not quite out of the woods yet, but currently, if you don't attack the frost giants, they won't attack you back. So, if you would all calmly and quietly follow us back up to the streets, and we'll negotiate. Understand?
Everyone kind of like looks at each other. And there's like whispers, and like people in the back are like filling in others. And then make one more persuasion check.
If you feel the need to stay down here, you're welcome to do so.
I found a vat of cheese.
28.
I think it's cheese.
Don't put the cheese down. To put the cheese down.
Puts it in his pocket.
Don't.
What'd you roll?
28.
28. Yeah, you see a lot of nodding, and not like a cheer or anything of that nature, but because these people are clearly very frightened and startled and scared. They don't know what's in store for them. But they believe you. And Pete's gonna like kind of lean into you guys. There's like a lot of people down here. Should I take maybe half of them back towards the cathedral exit? Because this ladder's kind of like a one at a time situation.
Right, yeah, whatever keeps people in line as far as not clamoring over one another.
If he takes them back towards the cathedral, they can all shelter there in one place.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good epicenter for any wounded or anything.
All right, half of you come with me. Split yourselves up, whatever.
Anyone who is more able-bodied can move along with Pete here. This is Pete of Pete's General Goods. He's a good guy. He lost an arm for you today. If you could follow him, he will take you to the cathedral. It has been emptied of any threat. So If you could just follow the loud, angry man.
Come on! See, his feet plap down the sewers. You notice for the first time that he's barefoot now. And,
Yeah.
What?
and yeah,
Very wild and crazy guy.
some people follow behind him, and yeah, the crowd kind of splits itself. And I would imagine that you guys are the first up the ladder.
Yeah.
And shortly followed there by a stream of people coming out one by one, tentatively, but as they kind of like raise their heads and don't have them removed from their shoulders immediately, come up all the way out and help one another. You see mothers helping children and fathers helping children, and everyone's
Everyone's helping children.
everyone's helping children. There's a lot of kids.
He's a real sick guy. He's helping children too. It's real good.
No, but you really see this sense of community, and like you know that a lot of these people probably have either never met each other or have just met each other. But it seems that the people living under the rule of this oppressive regime, even those who remained this late, still believe in that light, that the light and law of the Fair Father, and are at least decent to one another, regardless of how things may have been skewed and blasphemed along the way. But there's still a sense of community.
Tight.
Truly a fantasy game. So what do we say? Like, I imagine we're kind of like walking out, and they seem
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
just
helping
gonna
one
try
another.
to find any of the
Yeah,
frost giants.
easy enough for the sake of brevity.
Yeah.
You all managed to find a group of giants.
Tell them that we're looking for Storvold.
Mistwalkers,
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
this way.
There's like hundreds of people. Mistwalkers.
Sure.
You get the sense there's only 17 giants.
Yeah.
At this point, actually, there's only 14 giants. But you get the sense that Storvold gathered up his people and was like,
By the way, some small ones, Mistwalkers, they're gonna come looking for me with the heart.
I love deleted scenes. I feel like it actually adds to the movie. They usually just cut it for
I
like
do wish
marketing.
they would just go ahead and finish the graphics though. On
you
Right,
follow
yeah.
the giant who leads you to Storvold, who is still there in front of the cathedral, which now has a grouping of people amassing within it as well. Because of the nature of that sewer entrance and how it was more just like a doorway, it's flowing a little bit easier than people having to climb up a ladder one by one. He turns and kind of looks surprised as you entered the cathedral and then walk up from behind him with an escort of his guard.
Scraping the bottom of my boots.
You return.
Yes.
Have you found it?
We located it. It is very big. Very big for our small arms.
Right. Right. I should have known that. Sorry, I don't put myself in the mindset of the small folk very often.
That's fine. Totally understandable.
Right. That's okay because we're not very large.
Yeah.
So
Right.
same
Yeah.
same thing.
We need to put ourselves in your shoes, or at least one of the shoes.
I could probably fit all of you.
So,
This is serious.
Storvold, you seem to be very reasonable and that you didn't just come in killing everyone.
Sure. Well, I gave my warning.
Right. So we've
And it was heard.
found that this heart of
Breldark.
Breldark is what is providing the warmth to this entire city. So we ask that you give us time to get all of these innocents that did not attack you, that have been struggling from the one you've got in your pocket for ages.
This environment will become unlivable for them.
Right.
The removal of the heart.
If you can give us time to get them out and to safety where they won't freeze to death, we'll go back down there and... Did you want us to destroy the heart or bring it to you?
No. The heart of the Pale Roar is... It has deep meaning to us. It was entrusted to the giants thousands of years ago as thanks for a great deed of a forgotten hero. But stories of the heart persisted. And though our people have changed and adjusted to the climate, it is still our ancestral property, as it were.
What?
It was stolen from us by the greed of elves and men.
Could it not be a way of joining these people with yours? It keeps them warm, and you can still have access to it. Could this city not be a place that celebrates times past? We've seen the tapestries glorifying some bygone war, but could this not be a chance for you to join these people? Make it habitable for them and you.
Make a persuasion check.
Better be fucking good.
I don't know why you did that.
I'll say with advantage, because you raise a good point.
Okay. I was like, what can I add to that to help?
I have an advantage in this if this were a dwarf and if I didn't have a +0. Yep.
No,
You got it.
quite a dwarf.
16 flat.
Okay.
Okay. So, you've made the roll. I'm going to roll to see, basically to set the DC that that would have met. So, you want me to roll lower than a 16? Or wait. Yeah, you want me to roll a 16 or lower? Give me just a moment. I'm going to bring out our friend
Oh, yeah.
for my use.
I don't
I'm so sorry,
like
guys.
this one.
I don't think he's
You've
gonna
got
like.
a can't roll less than 10 and adds 10. What are you doing?
I was doing a bit of theater and also
that's
like
fair.
it was also
It was good theater.
Yeah.
You should play more charismatic characters.
Sorry, I'm laughing like right into that.
Insight.
Are we louder with these? How does this work?
Looking down is bad. Looking down and speaking is rough.
Interesting.
I haven't listened
The
to
frost giant gets a +0.
Just like me, man. See, we're closer.
So he just needs to roll a 16 or less. Oh god, I fully missed. All right.
What's that?
He looks down at you, Silas.
He rolled an at 20 and he's gonna kill me.
He kneels.
smashes all of it.
He kneels down and kind of like, almost like a parent talking to their child. He kneels down and kind of gets on your level and looks through you almost and across at all of you.
You have a fine battle prowess for small folk. It must not have been easy to bring down the snake that led this city. You raise valid points. I think perhaps this could be done if the heart were brought to the surface, not hidden away. If it were present for all to see, to know what it is that really keeps them safe. This could be done.
Sure, we could find somebody who's capable of designing something far more beautiful to represent the heart.
Right. Yes.
Does it have to
I must
be?
ask because I am curious.
Oh God.
Have they been feeding their own citizens to the heart to power it?
Not in a manner of speaking.
It's been fed by.
I think that it could be better for healing all of the tensions between us small folk and your groups if perhaps we focus on the future of the heart rather than the past of the heart.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 17.
17.
You speak with long winds,
Sorry about that.
but your words are just.
Like forging a future with these people who need a new future, and you need the heart, and you need your heritage back, I would say. You need something that was taken from you and abused by these people. These people didn't do that. These people just want to survive. And
Right.
As do we all.
And, you
It
know,
grows harder and harder for survival in the Elderfang Mountains to the north.
right, but being a part of keeping this city alive means having a voice in this continent and interaction with the small folk like this.
that aren't just tearing
Traveling
down
and-
walls.
And speaking of your graces and your kindness to make a haven in the north.
Indeed. Perhaps we could even expand the reach of the city, bringing the heart up from the depths to further its reach. Perhaps. We shall still have to bring it our offerings to keep it satiated.
And that
What do you recommend?
Like old
The stories tell of
people, like sickly people, like people that were already on the way out.
animals.
No?
right,
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say maybe chickens.
I'm not
but-
suggesting. I didn't know the story. Sorry.
Extra left over from the hunt was presented as offering and consumed by the heart of the great worm. It shall bring prosperity upon those who respect it, and despair upon those who neglect it.
Oh. That might explain something. That explains something. Out of curiosity, what would happen if you just a question, if you did a little rinse cycle with the heart? If you ran some water?
The heart burns hotter than the fires within the centers of the earth. Within, anything that enters it shall be cleansed and used as its source.
That's
Oh, good. So,
Grand.
yeah.
If
Wonderful.
we need to lift it out of where it is, will it burn us for touching it? How do you suggest we transport?
Any advice? How heavy is it?
Yeah,
Do you know?
Yeah,
If
you
you
expect
can
some.
inform us as to where to find it, we can remove it ourselves.
Well,
You
it's,
have to promise not to get mad.
it's below the city.
Again, these were people long ago who
Again,
made bad
focusing on the future.
future.
It's far below the city, and it's is there any way that a giant would be able to get down there physically?
It would be a tight squeeze, but if they went through the cathedral entrance, they could get there. Like once you get into the sewers, it opens up a little bit more. And again, these people are 15, these giants, I should say, are 15 feet, roundabouts 15 feet. That's about like where they max out for frost giants.
Yeah, so they can stoop and be 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Stooped.
Like for us, I think the ceilings are near that here,
Yeah,
the lower side.
probably the medium.
Yeah. So
It's like 3
like
and
they're muscular and large, but like they could fit through places that they would need to get there.
It would be a bit of a construction project. This kind of how did you put it? People seeing it and being more.
Pete wouldn't mind staying behind and aiding them in this endeavor.
He
Yeah.
will like some kind of a trade for it. But yes. Do you have anything purple?
Oh, I have something purple.
Ah!
I have a violet scarf in my pack.
I
That was
grabbed.
your mother's. Sorry.
Oh, right. We need to look for the.
I grabbed a purple mountain lily.
Okay, yeah.
I grabbed it specifically
Who
to
is
trade with
this?
Pete.
He
Is
lost an arm in fighting for the city.
I see.
The blood on the antler there, actually.
I'm gonna make a quick insight check.
You said I have to promise not to get mad.
You're right.
Mad about what?
About the power source of the heart. You already agreed that we're going to focus on the future.
Right. Where is the heart currently?
It's in below the city, in the sewers.
Sewers. We do not have these sewers
Right.
in the Elder Fangs. Can you elaborate?
So, when...
After a hunt, when one eats, waste is also
Shit.
shit.
Right.
Cool. I was trying to be ginger.
yeah.
The leftovers, I guess, from the food.
Is it has to go somewhere, or the whole city would
It
be.
flows in a river, and then kind of water falls down and fuels the heart.
There's this moment of like furrowed brow.
It's completely natural.
He
You
reaches
promised not to get mad.
he reaches into his pouch and kind of hooks his finger around something and pulls out the head of the Pontifex.
She did not always look this way, I presume.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm
I
beginning
found a
to
torn
think-
up painting. She was striking.
I'm thinking possibly that this is kind of why that might have happened.
I see.
Tucks the head back into the pouch.
Bring us this peat, and we shall right this wrong.
Yes.
Thank you, Mistwalkers, for what you have done.
Right.
Not only for my people, but for all people of the North.
And
He
thank
stands
you.
back up to his full height. And there's not a lot of like pomp and circumstance, but you get the sense that even this small gesture, as he just kind of stands and kind of looks across all of you yet again and just nods, it feels very respectful in its manner. It doesn't feel like dismissive. You get the sense that this giant is a creature of that kind of views strength as more of one's worth than anything else, and is acknowledging the strength of your group.
Are all of the other giants kind of around this area?
They're scattered about in pairs of two. But
The
there's a
lady
couple of
that
them.
he like had a moment with on his way in, is she still?
She is nearby, yes.
Okay, cool. She's not one of the ones that died. I just
Oh, you were
wild.
worried about love.
Make an insight. Make an insight.
If that were the case, he had some crazy grace just now. Like,
yeah, right.
That's true.
I was worried about love. What am I
Most
doing?
giants do
Insight.
not have teardrops.
This thing
No,
is.
I bet they do.
This thing is about
really
to
big.
die.
Tears freeze on the way.
or tear pipes.
But you-
Insight.
Teardrop.
Insight, yes.
19.
19. Yeah, you see her nearby. She looks like she's taken a couple hits, but she's altogether very sturdy.
Nice.
And has been kind of like side-eyeing this conversation that you've been having, but has also been going about her own duties. You see she's actually,
Duties.
she's tied and tethered many of the knights who have surrendered themselves together.
Fuck yeah.
And is kind of like leading them in long lines towards, actually past you towards
Their doom.
Silverlight Park.
Oh.
For whatever may
Maybe
await
they're
them there.
doomed.
Yeah. Sometimes. Hot,
bad.
Hot needs food.
I'll run into the cathedral and let Pete know what we've signed him up for.
Well,
Right.
Jen.
I think that in exchange for a big enough boon.
Oh, do you want to send the flower?
yeah.
Oh yeah, here's this. He'll like it.
and the
Hide.
scarf.
No, hide that.
It's back up just in
Yeah.
case.
We forgot to search the cathedral for all the magic items that they were confiscating.
I have a feeling there is somebody who is not going to forget about that. We also did offer him first dibs.
That's true. But I hope he finds it, I guess.
Forgive me if I feel like I've overstepped my bounds a couple times in these past conversations. I'm sweating so much, by the way. It's a giant. I think maybe, I mean, they're rebuilding the city a bit, right? I mean, maybe you could open a restaurant or something.
Oh, that's true.
You just mentioned it before.
I wonder. The people that go out and farm, that's like beyond the walls, right? So it's all like frozen during the winter.
Yeah, you get the sense that they have there's probably a storehouse somewhere else within the city where the major harvest is kept from the end of fall, and they kind of stock up for the winters, but still rely on trade through Port Dampier for a lot of their goods and foods and things.
But I mean, the Goliath seemed steady-handed hunting, at least confident.
Right.
So they must have adjusted to the winter out here to some extent.
We could spend some time here to make sure that as they restructure, it's done planning for the future and combining what the Frost Giants have with what smaller people can bring to that. And also not leave a power vacuum. Those tend to, it goes wrong, and then that leads to more larger wars is the problem. And
But I'd love to learn more about the giant culture. Like, that story was intriguing as all get out.
If only there was like a family of nobles looking to relocate somewhere. Like
oh shit!
And, the mines, I mean, Genevieve's gone, I don't even know I mentioned that the mines are nearby, right? Like, she had mentioned expanding to silver.
That's
way.
true. Maybe we could,
We can make this a chill run.
It could be chill.
Fuck.
Did that sound weird coming out of me?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get it. No, you say no, but it was
I
weird.
said yes.
Yes, you did. You are the honest one. But
At this point, Genevieve does return with Pete in tow. I'm gonna go talk to that giant. This was fun. If you guys ever want to party again, hit me up.
We do like to party.
Hell yeah.
we like to party.
I also like to party.
Let me know if you find a way to put your arm back on.
Oh, this whole thing's probably done for, but I might. I don't know, if I can make enough sales, I could probably track down a cleric with the know-how and just grow me a new one.
We could find like an artificer or something.
Oh yeah, robot arm.
Yeah,
Hell
it
yeah.
sounds like you, even with like a launcher of some sort, like
Good
kind of a
question.
crossbow.
Like a potion launcher.
Yeah, like a crossbow kind of build, right? I'm just kind of freewheeling right now.
We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah,
You gotta stick around, children.
Mr. Nor,
Oh yeah, I've got a job now apparently.
right?
Got a
Yeah.
nice flower out of it though.
Ooh, lucky.
Also, there was a shit ton of stuff in that cathedral. There was this
Really?
painting up in this weird empty stone room. Beautiful lady on the picture. Secret door. There was a tunnel behind it full of shit.
Oh wow.
Secret door.
Can we have some?
Silas starts running.
You got money?
Oh, he's gone. He's
I left a couple
fast.
things
Plenty
behind.
of time for rebuilding, and I start running back
Okay, yeah.
forward.
I will follow. We gotta get some stuff.
Wings out. Beep.
Genevieve was like, okay.
Hey, we need to talk to you later. We're thinking about moving here, so
Cool, I'll wait here, I guess.
No, come on!
Okay.
We're looting a fucking cathedral! Like on the steps of the cathedral.
Tell everyone.
Genevieve follows behind you as you all make your way into the cathedral.
Sometimes you say a sentence during D&D and you want to frame it and put it on your wall.
looting the
We're
cathedral.
looting a fucking...
I ate the Pope. We're looting the cathedral.
All right, as you all
on a coffee
enter
mug.
the cathedral, let's see here.
I know there's not enough iCloud data storage. There never will be. Get over it.
All right.
I think I'm gonna buy it.
Just
No.
a moment as I pull this up. Could I have...
Can I borrow the plug from you, please?
Well, absolutely.
Thank you. I'm about to die over here. About to die. There we go.
All right.
So, I mean, no one has to like argue over anything. We do have to find some of the original owners and things, but these were wrongfully taken.
Right, but if it's too dangerous for the original
Right.
average person to have, then it's only right that we, the Mistwalkers, keepers of peace.
Keepers of things,
Speaking
too.
of keepers of peace, we do have to like honor this union of these two peoples, but we can't throw out. Maybe we frame it in a way that the light of the forefather allowed this union to happen, because Fairfather.
As I understand that the populace here that worship the Fair Father is large, but there is danger in pretending that a union has been guided by a god when it has not.
Not guided, just more or less like, see, like
Maybe
you were right
just
the whole
keep
time.
it clear that, you know,
This is the thing that
Pontifex
keeps
and those
everybody
that were
safe.
ruling
Absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
not working in the light of the Fair Father.
Yes.
They are, in fact, false prophets.
And that their faith is correct in their own walk of life, but not.
In the end, justice was done. It may not have been a god's doing, but we've
It
made
was
it.
the missed one.
Who's to say it wasn't? Anyway, fates have been pulled from further strings.
That's true.
Technically, I received my power from a totally different god, so if we're really gonna wrap that into things, it gets really hairy and complicated.
Yeah, but who's to say that? Yeah, it's
Right,
it's
they
an
might be
argument that just-
kissing friends.
Yeah, it might be an argument that just asks more questions than anything.
Right.
I
I
roll a
think
D100. As you enter the once again empty stone room and you see this painting that's torn is kind of on a hinge, slightly ajar.
It's weird being in here with a body.
17.
17. All right.
Why can we not roll over 30?
I don't know.
When we roll D100s, hi, thanks for joining us. When we roll D100s, we don't roll over 30. It's wild.
Yeah, you might as well just have us roll a d20.
Yeah.
Oh, you're also rolling some dice.
Probably got a table.
What's going on?
This place probably was nice at one point. Did she like cover the windows?
Right, I wonder if this will be one of those situations where the people tear the building down brick by brick. I think we should encourage that.
Maybe.
You find 15, like just kind of scattered about, 15 massive, well-cut gems that you get the sense none of them are diamonds. Also, none of them are purple. But you get the sense
That's why he didn't take him.
he was already in here, yeah. But quick appraisal, these look to be worth about 1,000 gold pieces each.
Wow.
And I need another one of you to roll. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, somebody roll a d6.
I'm just, before it even goes further than that, I'm just gonna hand this out, 5 each.
Hell yeah. This will be good if we meet up with a dragon again.
And he's hungry.
Hell yeah.
6.
6? Fuck. Okay. I need each of you to roll a d100 twice.
Okay.
What is What do you have over there?
Rolling
What do you
for items and shit.
rad.
Boons.
Rolling for a horde. Give me your first roll first, and then we'll go through it again.
What is 0, 0 is 0, right? Like that's
What are both
Yeah.
numbers?
0, and 1.
That's a 1. You rolled a 1 on a d100.
What did you roll?
97.
Okay, I rolled a 5. What is happening?
Alma. Just, and again, for the sake of brevity and for the sake of fun. I'm not going to make you guys take the time to like identify the shit. I'm just going to tell you what it is.
Cool.
Okay.
Alma, you find a potion of supreme healing.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
So many dice.
That's
Nice.
just so that you know, And we all know Potion of Supreme Healing heals 10d4 plus 20 hit points.
Shit. That is supreme.
Burrito Supreme.
That's got lettuce and
It
tomatoes
got
and
Potion
sour
Supreme.
cream on it.
Supreme!
Cholula, what'd you roll?
97.
97. Other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Sure is.
You find a beautiful set of paints.
Ooh,
These are marvelous pigments. Searching for them in the app, there'll be Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments, Nolzurs.
I know that name.
Marvelous Pigments. These are magic pigments, and when you paint things with them, they become physical.
Man.
That's not to say you can like paint a person and they become a living, talking person.
man.
But like certain items, you can paint them and they become that thing.
The fanfic of this world.
You
would
can
be
look through
warm.
that magic item because there is like 4 paragraphs to it.
shit.
Silas, what do you roll?
I wish Cree had gotten that, yeah.
Yeah.
Get in that Patreon. 5 flat.
5.
Scroll back up, buddy.
Holy shit! I don't have 2. You also find a potion of supreme healing.
Oh, Brad.
Sick.
Now everybody roll again.
Oh, right. I forgot. I'm sorry. We've hit the point of the evening where I stop retaining thoughts.
36.
36.
I got my favorite number.
Cholula, you find a very rare potion. A potion
Yeah.
of speed. When you drink this
Love
potion,
these.
I think I have one.
you basically get the effect of the haste spell for a minute.
So hasted.
I'm so fucking hasted, bro.
I rolled a 100.
Did you roll a 1
I got
and
a
a
0,
100?
0, and a 0. That's 100, right?
That's 100.
What the f-
I don't know.
You guys,
You just rolled a 1 and a 100.
you guys might already have one of these, but Alma, you find a folded bit of black cloth,
We do.
and yeah, when you unfold it, fucking portable hole.
Ooh, I have one too.
Everybody's got a portable hole. What am I going to find?
This party's
There's
full
only
of
one thing left in the room.
holes.
Silas, what'd you roll?
17.
17.
Again, not over 30.
You find a potion of invisibility.
That.
Oh. I'm so glad we came back in here to see these things.
This
Which is
is a
interesting.
good
You find it and you think like, oh, fuck Pete. He just left an empty potion bottle in here, and you pick it up because it looks empty, but you feel liquid inside. And yeah.
Yeah, Pete, idiot. I think that's about it.
Wow.
Yeah, the rest of the space, there's like some wire on the wall where there was probably a painting that had some purple in it that's now gone.
Yeah.
And yeah, the rest of the space has been cleared out.
A purple
But
fiend in
Not
there.
a bad haul for overthrowing a corrupt religious
A
order.
regime.
Yeah. I think we should definitely maybe even if we just get a little apartment here or something,
A little apartment, a little 3-bedroom.
little place just for us.
Apartment.
They were roommates.
I don't know why the idea of like a fantasy apartment is really funny.
Just got a
I've
microwave.
got a 3-bedroom in Chill Run. Roof access.
I
Pet
don't
deposits are up.
think it's a bad idea to establish a sense of
Presence. I don't know who we would talk to anymore.
stability.
Other than maybe, Storvold?
Yeah,
I definitely think
Is the
that
name.
step 1 is maybe helping establish some sense of
Yeah.
government.
Right, should be like, hey, we're gonna just grab one of these houses.
well, a good bit of.
I feel
We could build one.
We gotta sleep, you know what I'm
We could-
saying?
Yeah. We could always build a house. We don't have to take one.
We could take.
Did you, not to pry or push you in any direction, I feel like establishing a government might be a bit over our heads.
Yes, no, we are not inserting ourselves
Wait,
into
you
that.
don't
you-
know how to do that?
did you
I just
have another-
assumed you knew how to do that.
I mean, there's all kinds of governments. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Just come out and say, I'm the king now?
No, not us. I
That's a
don't think
monarchy.
we
That's
should
a type
do
of
it.
government.
No.
No, I
we're
don't
not-
think we should
no,
do it.
no, no,
I
no,
think
no.
I was thinking more of like a council between a few select humanoids and a couple of giants.
Right. And then how do we select those humanoids? And
From their
Right.
from their respective communities, of course. Like, from the community as a whole.
Right?
Right. So we get a representative from the merchants, a representative from the
guild,
farm and
all the different guilds and shit. And then Storvold can select
Were they
whoever he'd
unionized?
like.
Do you know?
I'm sorry?
Were they unionized?
Who? What?
The people here, of the children.
Oh,
were they? No?
I'm sure there were. I mean, there were guilds for sure. So kind of.
Probably got a little dicey at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
No problem.
we can still pull that.
We'll probably also need to find the Genevieve, the people that were outside with you when we came inside, and then the giants showed up. Did they all run out, or did they run in
Oh no, they've fled.
to Sundakor, or what do you think?
That's the direction they were headed. Yes, it's the nearest settlement.
Okay, we probably need to start finding ways to. Is there a Herald's branch here?
The nearest one that I know of would probably be in Galen's Folly.
Okay.
Okay.
Run an errand there. But I think a point of good faith would be the giants helping rebuild the wall.
Did you
and
have?
things of that nature.
Forgive me. I can't remember. Did you guys tell Genevieve about the Pippin situation?
What do you mean?
Does she know that you might have other things lined up?
Other stuff to do?
Yeah.
No, we haven't made it that far.
No, I mean, we've
Okay.
kind of pointed at this goal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should we have?
I guess I can go and talk with Storvold and Pete, and once they figure out the heart situation, we can also, start enacting this council of children.
They'll need to redirect the sewer. Did I have to say that out loud? I feel dumb for saying it now. The sewer just stopped at a heart before. It'll need to go out somewhere.
Right. There's
Oh, right, because it'll just.
a lot of very interesting, very thrilling narrative work to be done here in the city.
No, I
that I
think,
think
we
we should
should
take
be a
charge
part
of.
of
Being dismissive.
every-
Are you deflecting right now? You don't want to
I'm
talk
just
about where the
saying
shit goes.
It's a mess. I don't mind I don't mind stepping up and looking after the city.
Hey,
and
hi. You see, if I may, you seem a lot like you might.
Don't condescend to your mother.
I'm just saying.
What I see.
The last time that I saw you was across the world from here. Mm-hmm. You seem like you've been a lot of places since then. Mm-hmm. But now you're going to plant your roots in Chillrun and get all of this sorted out.
No, but the only point is you can't remove a major source of power and then just be like, good fucking luck. That's not.
We have to.
Right.
That'd be
We
a
need to
problem.
put the proper people in charge who
Right.
can handle these things.
Yes.
And I'm saying I can get on that right now.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Because here's the thing is that you were saying I can get on that right now, but it sounded like,
Listen.
why would you?
She puts a hand on Alma's shoulder and Silas's shoulder. You're my family, Cholula. You are like family. I love all of you. We shouldn't be running this city.
We're
No,
not
that's
saying
not what
that,
we're trying to do.
Genevieve.
Why aren't you listening? Sometimes-
I'm not saying like we shouldn't be in charge of, like, obviously we shouldn't be in charge of this city, but also maybe we shouldn't be in charge of putting people in charge of this
We're
city
not saying
either.
that either. That was we're talking about a power vacuum.
Right.
We literally came from a place where restoring balance was a thing. We would like to at least help rebuild, or at least help people nudge them in the way of finding that out on their own.
Of
I
course.
mean, I think if we.
I think that it goes without saying that, the people who remained here still want to remain here. They didn't leave for a reason.
Yeah.
And rebuilding is part of recovery, and that kind of comes naturally. I'm sure there are still masons and builders within the city that will be more than happy to help out for pay or not. And I'm just saying there are people better suited for this than us. And I think I think I could get started coordinating those people and get Storvold with the right groups.
And we can go to the tavern and take a sleep nap.
Of course, I want to meet with Storvold anyway, because I'd like to take notes on the giant side of the story of what exactly went down here and sort of put together the pieces and get a broader picture of what went down.
I want to know that too.
Storvold was saying it was dangerous out there.
Oh, yeah, I want to know
You
what's
said it was-
happening in the
The
mountains.
giants said it was dangerous out there.
He kept saying something like Old Tooth. Did anyone catch that?
The mountain range.
The
Right?
Elderfang is what he was saying.
Yeah.
I've never heard them referred to that as before. As far as I knew, the mountains north of here were uncharted territory. If that's where they're residing,
They had to go somewhere.
probably have more information. There's a lot of information that could be gathered from this, and maybe it's just my scholarly side coming through, but I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Especially
So-
for the, you said there was silver in these ways, right?
That's true as well. In the silver mines in Strandwick, now that problems have been taken care of, are self-sufficient and will be feeding into the estate in Gold Run, which I should get back to and check up on. But I think there are things to be done here first. And honestly, with most
Gold
of
Run?
our... Sorry, I misspoke. My mind's all over the place. Waterdeep.
Right.
You'd always wanted to expand out there, but
One day. One day. But the Belgraft family has a real firm grip on the silver mines.
not to mention the seas.
Of course. But,
Right.
but that's what I'm saying, trade routes. It makes much more sense for our silver shipments to come into Strandwick north, or to come into Chillrun north around the Galen mountain range rather than going through the Spiral Wood and through Galen's Folly and all of that mess down to Waterdeep. It would make the most sense, especially since my family can't join me in Waterdeep anyway, to relocate somewhere that's more structural for business and maybe a lot easier to get to in terms of visiting, because it is the frigid north. But the trade routes could be better outside of winter.
Girls' night?
Girls' night.
Girls' night. Girls' night. But like a lot of
Girls'
nights.
night. So, what time of day is it right now?
Currently, I believe it is getting into the later afternoon.
Okay.
Girls' late afternoon. Girls' late afternoon.
I really didn't get, I was hardly touched outside of that weird gas in the fight, but I'm feeling much better now. I can go talk with Stormvold and start getting things in order, start getting a history, and
Should we come too, or are you going to just fill us in later?
I can just fill you in later if that's what you prefer. You all look like you could
I
use a
coughed
rest.
earlier and something that I think was supposed to be in my body exited my body.
I don't think I've misted myself more than once in a day.
You know, there's nothing better for that than a good night's sleep.
Somehow I fixed it. I think that the better point is, well, we do have other things we need to investigate and bring together and figure out. This might not be a bad place to set up while we figure out how we're going to do that.
Just sort of
agree.
a base, not necessarily like we're trying to be in charge of it.
Of course.
Right.
But for now, we can head to the tavern because it has rooms that don't belong to other people that we can sleep in. But we could have a drink and wait for you there. And
Which tavern?
the one that we went to last time.
The Portly Prince?
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
It's one of the nicer taverns in town. Hey, maybe now that this oppressive religious regime has been overthrown, we could have a drink past 7 bells in the evening.
I plan to.
Like a
So,
normal.
We can head there. We can sort of discuss the future plans, and then when we catch up with you, I got this whole shit going on with my brothers that I need to tell you about.
And
But
also this, and I'll just shake the mirror that Cholula's kind of tied to.
break
I'm
it.
just curious about
That's
what
the one that
was
you
all
need to
about.
send
You don't
back
need-
to.
You told me a bit about the Mirror of Galadorn.
I have to send it back to him, and I was thinking maybe we could just try using this new order of heralds and have them take it so we don't have to physically all go back to.
Of course, that sounds like quite an adventure for them. Right. Well, I'm going to go convene with the giants, I guess. I'll meet you all at the Portly Prince.
Yeah.
It may be a few hours, maybe longer. I'll try and stop by regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have a room for you, whatever.
Right.
Um,
But you don't want anyone to join you or anything?
I think I'll be all right on my own.
Okay.
But enjoy your spoils, Mistwalkers.
Thanks.
And she kind of gives each of you a wink and then heads heads out
Squealy doo bop.
and down the
Very
stairs.
good at that.
And as you all begin making your way back out of the Fairfathers Cathedral into the city of Chillrun proper to head towards the Portly Prince, that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
Ooh.
But don't go away because we've got a dice giveaway to get to.
Oh, it's dice.
We've got so many fucking dice. We've
What? All that way?
got, like 8 dice?
Oh, 8 dice? I can't carry that many.
7. I think there's 8. I think
can't
pretty sure there's
carry
a jumbo
them?
with this.
Yeah.
this
You can't hold them in your hand?
That's my finger.
They are sure.
All right. Oh, also, I forgot to go over this earlier. The vibes of the chat.
Oh, shit.
I still got them up in front of me. We got WeFirm with an 8.
Whee!
Sorry about you, buddy. Hellbell666 with a 12. Not too terrible. We've got Rowstone66 and Safari Fred with a 5. Bryce Money 21 with a 17. Not bad. And topping out over everyone, Sheer Terror with a 19.
Sheer terror.
Gwyd the DM with a humble 6. But hey, worked out. Got those minis.
We got all those entries we needed?
I believe we do. The winner of the not the more fun of the Fable Fire Fey Candy Dice giveaway is Butterfly 420. Congratulations, Butterfly.
I'm wearing the things that you sent.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You sent
Oh, those dice are about to go on such a journey, you guys.
Draw a little face on them.
Yeah, congratulations. Also, I wanted to do some of these shout-outs that I have been walking past, and we'll get to our Patreon shout-outs as well in a moment. Huge shout-out to Butterfly425, resubscribed for 15 months.
Yo.
Yeah. That is super rad. Shout-out to Nita Yilva, resubscribed for 7 months.
Hell yeah.
So much. And big shout-out to WeFirm, who
Whee!
gifted 5 mystery subs.
Get out of here.
I think he did 10.
10?
Because
Oh
there
yeah,
was,
he came back and did
Yeah.
5 more.
Oh, shit.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much.
You gotta
Thanks,
stop. You
Weaver.
gotta pick up your stuff, man. We got like stuff. You got the dice and a
Yeah.
box for Tonesy.
In case you do hear, some of our viewers live in town.
Yeah.
Some of you are people we know personally.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, those dice are about to go over the seas.
Over the seas.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Arcanarama. There's tons of goodies over there. There's a whole podcast coming out, an episode monthly.
One's dropped, right? One's out.
Yeah, episode 1 is out of the Guardians of the
need to
Galaxy
listen to that
podcast.
Me too. We should
Kitty's
listen to that later.
first time ever playing D&D.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of us just kind of like chilling at a kitchen table and running through Waterdeep and beyond.
Eating pizza,
like-
drinking a bunch of
3/4 of the way through the pandemic, so we were like itching to play.
It was
We
like our
became
family-
weirdos.
Yeah, our family bubble. We were the only people that we were allowed to see, so we made the most of it and did a whole podcast, level 1 to 17.
And from that sprang forth the show you see today.
Look at it, see it.
We got that. We here right after this are going to do our first ever Chaos Hours, which is going to be available to Patreon subscribers of the $5 tier and up, where it's basically going to be each session. We will finish playing the session, and then we're going to chat about it for about an hour.
And D&D in general. If you've been around for our Convo-Rama, you know how this one's gonna go.
There's a reason it's called the Chaos Hours.
Chaos.
But yeah, if you're curious about but what stat block was Pete and that kind of stuff, then that'll be out soon on Patreon. And I think that's all the stuff.
It seems like all the stuff.
It's like everything. Hey,
Everything else is in the About section. We have a website. We have all that shit.
Arcanaramashow.com.
Yeah.
Got a whole ass website. It's beautiful. You should check it out.
Not bad.
Whole ass.
Let me know if the transitions load. I've been trying to get like sometimes they don't, and I'm wondering if I need to fix them. Especially you, Butterfly. I need to know if those transitions ship over there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. This was a blast as always.
Yeah.
It's lovely to have you all. And we will see all of you next week. Same great place, same great time. Right here at twitch.tv/Arcanarama. Until then,
Stay safe out there, adventurers.
What?